Hello and welcome back. How is everyone doing? Tell me in chat. Just give me one moment. Okay, let's get this started. Okay, lovely. Give me a second, everybody. Yes. Welcome back to day 3 of the boot camp on how to get US support and operations jobs and clients remotely from India. Okay, welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday so far. It's amazing. We're finally here on day 3. How many of you attended the boot camp yesterday, which was on Sunday? If yes, would you type yes in chat? And for those of you who are here for the first time, would you type first in chat? I'll just get to know how many of you are joining us for the first time today. Yes? Oh wow, so many people today for the first time. That's amazing. By the way, those of you who are here for the first time, joining in on a Monday evening after a working day, after however your Monday was, really tells me how committed you are to just learning new opportunities. And I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, wonderful. Great. So, those of you who've been here from day 1 or day 2, let's congratulate ourselves for making it through the boot camp. So, because we have a lot of new people today for the first time as well, I'm just going to take a moment, everybody, to just take you through how to send a message to everyone in chat. I know that most of you are equipped with Zoom and you use it on a daily basis, or you just know how to use it well. Could you, for a moment, just open the chat window? And when you have to send a message, right next to the to option, you will see by default your message goes only to hosts and panelists. Can you see that? By default, it will say hosts and panelists. Yes. Now, if you are to send a message to everyone, when I tell you that, hey, can you mark everyone? You go to that hosts and panelists, click on that drop down and select everyone. Okay. And just type a message and it'll go to everyone. Could you just quickly type done? I'll just know that you know how to work through this. And could you mark everyone? Just take a moment, just get familiar with this. So many of you are marking hosts and panelists. I want you to actually go and click on that drop down, select everyone. Take a moment, everyone, be present. I know you may have a lot of things happening around you. Just take a moment, be present, okay? Just select everyone and send a message. That's how you send a message to everyone, okay? Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, Akhila Sutlana, you're still sending a message to Akhila Sultana, you're still sending a message to host and panelists. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Everybody got it? Perfect. Ram Keval, you're sending a message to everyone. Sorry, you need to send a message to everyone. You're sending it to hosts and panelists. Shubham Bole, you're sending a message to hosts and panelists. Send it to everyone. Wow, I love the historical references. I saw someone Jhansi and Lakshmi buy something and it just went. Please send a message to everyone. Okay, cool. Understood, everybody. We're just going to drop a video also for reference, just in case you want to go and see how to do this. Okay. Now, some of you have, you paid the booking amount and took the offer yesterday. How many of you locked in the offer and, are here today? If you did, would you type offer and mark everyone, please? Would you mark everyone? You're marking hosts and panelists, Rajshri and Muhammad. And could you please mark everyone, those of you who took the offer? Yes. Okay. Nishant, the I have enabled chat with everyone as of now. Yes? Okay, great. Now, those of you who are here for the first time and you're wondering what scholarship, what are we talking about, don't worry about it. Just let it be. Okay? Okay, great. Now, all those of you who took the offer and locked in your scholarship, congratulations. Welcome on board. Some of you may have already gotten calls from our team. If you haven't, don't worry, have patience. Our team will call you in 48 hours to assist you with the rest of the process. Okay? Okay, great. Perfect. Now, today we aim to teach you several exciting and high demand skills. So let's jump in. Acha, those of you who are here for the first time, if you're worried, Array, we have missed 2 days. I don't know how this will go. What have I missed? Are you getting worried like that? If you are, don't worry. I know, easier said than done. But so we can't share, everything that we did in the last 2 days. So we will, my team is going to share resources. And when you get them, please look at them after the session. Otherwise, you will miss right now also what I'm sharing with you, which I don't want you to, right? And we've designed the session in a way that you will find incredible value. So just hang in and include yourself in the conversation today. We cannot share recordings and we don't share PPTs. Let's just settle that. You're free to take screenshots and make notes. That's on you. But we are not able to share resources beyond what we already do. Okay. Okay, great. Shuru kare. Yes. Should we jump in? तो सतीश जी तो आपको अभी सेशन में बैठना पड़ेगा और सुनने की कोशिश करनी पड़ेगी और समझने की कोशिश करनी पड़ेगी और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. Okay, great. Now, time is precious. See, um, let's begin the work. But just before that, just a reminder. See, we've been saying in this boot camp that hard work is not enough. You have to work hard on the right opportunity and in the right direction. Right? How many of you work very hard? But जितनी मेहनत आप करते हो उतने results नहीं मिलते आपको. You don't get results proportionate to how hard you work. Do you experience that? Yes, no, maybe. And some of you maybe have started telling yourself, I think I just only need to work hard only all my life. Yes? Now, have you considered that maybe you have that experience because you're working hard but in the wrong direction? And maybe you know that till now. Maybe it didn't hit you like this. Yes? And if you've been in this boot camp, for the last 2 days, you would have noticed that we've tried to give you some direction in this boot camp. Yes? And we will build on that further today. So, if we did our job well, you would have started to see your career in a new light. Yes? And maybe some of you have started to see, got it. Nashina, I'll just do that. Some of you have started to spot new opportunities in your life and your career. Yes? Are you seeing new opportunities? Yes or no? Just give me 1 minute, everybody. Just hold on. I need to follow some instructions from my team. Just give me a second. You can relax. Okay, great. Now, I want to know from you, what new opportunities are you seeing right now? Can you quickly tell me in chat? Yes, yes, आप सारे कर रहे हो. क्या new opportunities आपको दिख रही है? And those of you who have joined today for the first time, I have a question for you. What are you looking forward to learning? You're here on a Monday evening at 7. It's not easy. I'm sure that there is something that you're looking forward to. There's something that you want to get. So can you tell me that, please? Okay, let's see. Let's see your responses. Looking for a good package. Okay, Lavanya. Um, Time is money. Okay, but what is the new opportunity there? Okay, Power BI, digital marketing clients, list of companies we can approach on extra. Okay, US clients, work in the US. Okay, remote working opportunities, side income, remote opportunities, uh, tools. Some of you said SAP, and Excel and Power BI. Just, okay, growth opportunities, AI and data analysis, on digitally, remote work. Lovely. Very good. Okay, got it. Now, are you looking forward to never having to explain why your salary increment was only 8% despite working overtime every month? And if I tell you that you can be working from the comfort of your home instead of commuting to expensive cities just to afford rent, will that be of value to you? And are you ready to become the operations professional that CEOs actually value and pay well for strategic thinking? Yes. Now, see, while your peers in support and operations are still accepting stagnant careers and featuring the AI revolution, you're seeing this as your chance to actually escape, this whole cycle of being underpaid and undervalued, and build a career that you actually deserve. Okay, Ankush, I got it. Thank you for sharing that. Now, are you looking forward to earning in dollars while living from your hometown? Are you excited about finally, having work that challenges your intellect instead of just testing your patience with angry customers? Yes. And are you ready to be the operations and support professional that US startups desperately need and, would pay a premium for? Yes. Okay, Imtiaz, we've just been here 12 minutes. That's a quick judgment. Okay, now, even if you did not do that earlier, that has started to change since yesterday, since Sunday. So, for those of you who are here for the first time, we've been talking about, help seeing you how to create chatbots and voice agents, and then showing you how to pitch. Yes? Now, does that excite you? See, in such uncertain times, if you play your cards right, it may prove to your advantage. Now, if you can act with clarity, you're already much more ahead of others. And you have every right to win if you've taken adverse situations into account and then made your plan. Do you agree? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, great. Perfect. Now, this is why the guidance that we are giving you will work because it has worked for our students. And you can also get this kind of success in the next few months. Now, as we've shown you in the last 2 days, see, 85% of traditional support and operations jobs are disappearing. How many of you heard the TCS news that came in about 24 hours back? 12,000 people laid off, right? Now, there's an explosive demand now for AI powered operations professionals who can solve strategic business problems, right? So if you're so many of you come here and ask us for jobs. I want to address this right in the beginning, everybody. While I understand where you come from, we want to teach you skills for this post AI revolution so that you can learn what is needed now in this world, right? And we've been talking to you about those skills only. So we've been talking to you about if you're someone who has no coding background, how can you build a chatbot? What can you use that chatbot to do? What are the different kind of roles that are now going to come out in operations and support, right? We've shown you 10 kinds of new roles. Now, if you're someone from the operations and support background, they are not difficult to learn, but they are different kind of work. Yes. Now, also, so if you're going to be only sitting here saying bas abhi job de do mujhe kuch nahi sunna hai, then I'm not sure if this is the right space. Okay, I am interested. I've been saying this from day 1 and day 2. I'm interested in teaching you how to fish and not just giving you fish on the table. See, today we may just, tell you, okay, go to this portal, that portal, get a job, right? Tomorrow you will keep coming back to us. I would rather teach you skills in a way that you never have to deal with that. What are you interested in? I'm going to open chat now. So we keep opening chat and closing chat from time to time to just manage, and so that we don't want any disturbance for you, right? What are you interested in? Are you interested in learning skills that can keep you safe even in the post AI revolution, or are you just interested in बस अभी बता दो job कैसे? What are you interested in? And I know, so some of you who've been here from day one and day two, you may be thinking that I'm saying this again, but it's important for me to say this. We have many new people. Yes. So we're going to talk to you about skills like that, right? Shall we move forward? Okay, great. See, US SME startup service businesses are desperately searching for people like you. Why? Because if they were to hire someone like you with your experience locally, pay $600 to $1,200 of salaries, that skilled US, right? Now, you are asking for from $600,000, $1,200,000, you're asking for $20,000 to $50,000 a year, which is great for us. It is a once in a generation arbitrage opportunity because you have a cost advantage. And we're giving you the AI skills, and the market is wide open. What you need to do is you need to master client acquisition. With that, you won't just be earning 5 times more, you'll be building teams and scaling globally. You've been seeing that with the people who've been coming and talking to you, our learners, right? Now, we've proven this works with 27,000 people, professionals. Okay. So we've not just come out, just a month ago trying to sell you some program. No, we've done this, seen this happen with 27,000 people. And that's exactly what we're out to share with you. Okay. So we're ready to work with you for the next 6 to 12 months or more if you need, to train you and to prepare you for such opportunities. And we opened slots for just 75 people. And yesterday we got our 75 people with us already. Okay. Now let's move forward. Today, like we promised you, today is skill, right? So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk to you about how to turn Vati, which is a WhatsApp business API, into a real-time feedback engine. I want to know from you, how many of you understand what a WhatsApp business API is? Can you quickly tell me yes, no, maybe? If you understand it, if you don't understand it, no problem. Just tell me quickly. Okay, got it. Some of you started saying. So some of you have heard about it. Now, whether you understand it or not, I just want to tell you that all of you are recipients of this service. Okay. Okay. So have some of you, sometimes when you book a ticket via Make My Trip or Clear Trip or Book My Show, yes, you get a automated WhatsApp message. Have you seen? Yes, no, maybe. Yes, as soon as you book something or when you shop online, or so much so when you interact, when you signed up for this particular boot camp, you've been getting communications from us. Yes. So WhatsApp Business API is actually the tool that businesses use to communicate with their customers in an organized way. Why, via WhatsApp. Okay, that is what WhatsApp Business API is. Now, how many of you are from support and operations? Can you quickly tell me? If you are from support and operations, would you type support and ops? Yes. As support and operations professionals, you sit on a lot of customer experience data. Yes? Yes, no, maybe. Can we do a quick check? Yes. So we're about to tell you how we turned our tool, which is a tool called Vati, into a real-time feedback engine. And we'll share that with you in like minutes from now. Very, very interesting skill. I'll give you more context. Okay. Then, once you know how to do this, then we'll show you how to reach out to potential employers. Who can you do this work for? Right? So we'll first show you the skill, then we'll show you who you can do this for. And we've been sharing outreach techniques with you, strategies with you last 2 days. This is newer technique. Okay. Okay, everyone, I got your feedback. I got where you are working. It's fine. Let's focus. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you being prompt. Thank you very much. Then we'll talk to you about how to create structured training programs that get new hires to be productive in 3 days. How do you support a small startup or a business to get reviews online, right? Then we'll talk to you about how to set up customer satisfaction metrics beyond just CSAT and NPS that give you real time insight into customer experience. We showed you predictive analytics yesterday. Yes? So we'll go deeper, one step deeper into that today. If we have time, we'll talk to you about Upwork. Okay? Now, I know right now some of these topics sound very difficult, but don't worry. By the time today's session will be over, you'll be rattling off these terms even with the commercial understanding that you need to work on such things. Are you excited, by the way, looking at this agenda? Yes? Is this exciting? Okay, great. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, now can I talk to you about something super important just before I show you a skill? Yes? Now, on Sunday, we offered 75 scholarships. Okay, and soon after we finished our session, all of them were gone. Many of you called to tell us that you had questions and you did not get a chance to resolve those before booking a slot. You know, some of you had to convince people around you, your parents or your spouse, to sponsor you. But by the time you could do that, the offer page was already down. Yes? And those of you who are here for the first time today, you're also wondering, Are, what was this? I wanted a chance at, getting a scholarship. Yes? Are there people here right now who want to explore this professionally and you did not get to? You missed it yesterday. Can you just show me? Let me know in chat. Would you type action in chat? Can you type action? Would you mark everyone? I just want to see how many people. I had a number count, but I want to see how many people. Could you please mark everyone? You're marking hosts and panelists, everyone. I need you to mark everyone, please. Go to your chat button, click on that drop down, select everyone. Whoa. Oh man. Okay. Samya, you paid, but you did not get. I don't know what you're saying you did not get. You not get confirmation. We'll have our team speak with you. Okay. Okay, great. Wow. Oh man, this number is more than I thought. You can see. Okay, so I wanted to give more scholarships today. Okay. I actually wanted to create about 25 spots, but it doesn't go the way I want it to go. My finance team has allowed me to give only 12 more slots today. Okay, and by the way, these 12 have come in after a big fight. Now, today there'll be an opportunity for 12 more people to take a scholarship, and that'll be all. Okay. Now, the offer today, by the way, would be slightly different because if we offer just the same thing, then it's unfair to people who took immediate action, right? So, but those of you who are still determined, you'll find it incredibly valuable even now. Now, in any case, if you're seriously interested, but you don't take action thinking, अभी कल भी दे देंगे ये, नहीं वो नहीं होने वाला है. बहुत मुश्किल से हमने ये 12 slots create करे. And if you think it's going to happen tomorrow, you will have to pay a full price for all, for any of these courses outside the bootcamp. These scholarships actually cost us money. Instead of taking people who will pay a full amount, we're taking people who, are paying just 19% of the price, right? So we don't make money on this. And keeping these scholarship numbers finite helps us to self-select those who actually want this program badly, because people who want it badly will get the success that they dream of, right? And this works better than an admission test. So, one last opportunity. Okay. Now, quickly tell me, do you think intelligent people succeed the most in the world? Yes? No? Maybe? Okay. Not really. See, intelligent but unsuccessful people are dime a dozen. Look around you. So, people who have a bias for action, people who take fast decisions even in difficult times, People who are determined always overcome every barrier and succeed the most. I've personally seen that people who are coachable and take quick action produce the best results. We wanted 75 such people, and we got them all yesterday, right? Now, so many of those people who took the offer are here. We did this in the beginning, right? Now, for those of you who are really interested, if you have a buyer's for action, I'll give you one last push, and I only have 12 more people to take today. So let us know. And this is not open right now. The offer page is not working. I'll open slots around 8:45 so that if anybody is interested, you get a fair chance. Okay. Now I'll give you one hard push, and without action, yeah, everything that you're learning here, all these insights that you're getting, they're all garbage. See, without solid goals and proper action, all this information is just entertainment. It will not have a lasting impact on your life. You will know कि हाँ बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. I can do this, that, and the other, but it will not translate into better jobs or a side income or your salary being 3 to 5 times more. उसके अलावा क्या मजा क्या है फिर? Just knowing how does it make a difference, right? So, are you ready to take action on this opportunity that you've just discovered? Yes, no, maybe. Are you ready? If those of you who did not take this, and if you're ready, would you type ready in chat that you want this? Yes? Oh, wow. Okay, great. Now, let's show you what happens when you start thinking like a strategic operations professional instead of a ticket closer. Let's get on to skills, right? Let's show you a skill. See, most people think that automation tools are just for doing the same boring tasks faster. But what if I told you that thinking differently about existing tools can actually make you so valuable that even software companies themselves want to learn from you? Yes? Okay, everyone, I need your focus. I need your focus. Leave all this hassle about scholarship on the side. I need your focus. We'll talk about scholarship, seats, all that 8:45. Abhi, be with me. Yes? Okay, great. Now, we're about to share with you how our team actually took a simple WhatsApp business tool, used it innovatively, and we didn't just solve a business problem. We actually taught the tool creators, people who created the tool, a new way to use their product. This is exactly the kind of strategic thinking that US employers will pay premium rates for, because this is exactly what they want, but they're not looking for. They want this kind of strategic thinking. Okay, so we're about to show you how we turned Vati, which is a WhatsApp business API tool, into a real-time feedback engine, and why was the Vati team stunned. Okay, you wanna know this? Are you excited? Yes. And can I make you meet someone very, very special from our team? Someone who actually does this, creates this magic for us. Can I show you the person who's behind all this innovation, who's actually doing all the thinking and all the messages that come to you? Yes? Okay, so we have someone called Rudresh.
Hi
Rudresh,
guys,
are you here?
is my audio audible? So things. Did you receive that message on your WhatsApp today or yesterday? That was me. That's what I created through Vati. And that's what we use Vati for. All right. Vati is nothing but a business API tool that you can use to really, send out your messages on, greater number of people, when you want to broadcast it to thousands of people, like you, 13,000 people had registered for this boot camp, and I wanted to send you out, messages. We are live right there and then. So how did I do it? I did it with Vati. Now, Vati is just one of the tools that supports Meta's business API. You can look out for other platforms as well. There are plenty of them. There is Haptic, there is AI Sensi, but we use Vati, so I'll just walk you through. Once you log into Vati, you will land here. This is a broadcast window where you have your templates approved. So before you can send out any message to a lead, you need to have a template message approved by Meta itself, so that uh, you know you can actually have. I'll just open your chat so that I can be aware what you guys are talking about. Give me a moment. Yeah. So Meta needs to approve it so that there is no fraud happening and we are not, defrauding you. So you need to get your message approved. So, but how do we implement this in support and ops? It is understandable in marketing. I can call you that, so and so offer is there, the bootcamp is live, you should join in. Have you ever thought how a support and ops professional can use it? Have you ever? How a chatbot or a WhatsApp messenger can be used to manage a support and ops team? Yes, it is chargeable, Abdul, but the client will pay for it. You can have a 14-day free trial and build the chatbot and then show it to them and say that I have created this for your platform and you can use it. The person will straight away hire you and with a good hike. But I really want to understand, uh, do you think that a chatbot can be used through a WhatsApp to manage a support and ops team? I will tell you how to implement a chat box. Yes, so using support to balance check, very right. That's also one of the support and ops function which banks are doing it. I'll show you how to do it here and how we did it, right? We actually used it in a two-way format. So I'll show you what we did that Meta also did not think of doing. Airlines are doing it. You can book your tickets. All of this is chatbots. This is automating the support task, right? When people are approaching your brand and saying, "I want to book a cab, book a flight," you're just automating that through a chatbot, right? Now, how do you do that? So the first step of doing or building a chatbot is imagining a customer journey, right? So if you join our program, we have a performance coaching program alongside each of our course. One of the performance coaches allotted to the enrolled student, and that student is being followed up by the performance coaching team or the performance coach to manage his or her goals and see if the person is moving in the right direction, achieving the goals, doing the assignments, everything, right? If you enroll with us. Now, as a support and ops head, I wanted to check if all of these calls were happening, right? What happened was I had to have one manager over three people who used to just sit down and see if our performance coach has done a call to the student or not, because we really needed to know. We are a remote company, we really needed to know how our performance coaches are doing, right? So do you think it is viable that I have one manager over three people and such a huge team just to manage this, that how many people have got the performance coaching call or not? Do you think that makes sense? Yes or no? No, right? It is too much cost. There is so much cost to it, human cost to it. Then the person will call, the time wastage. And above that, the customer will be irritated. First, the performance coach will call, then the manager will call and confirm if the call was good or not, right? This is a very problem. Now, presented to us, we said we'll create a simple chatbot which will send out messages every 7 days, whenever the call needs to happen, right? 7 days, 14 days, 21 days. And we will check if the call was done or not and how was the quality, right? Now, everybody said, okay, if some, is it someone going to sit down and message each person and ask how was the call? No, we will automate it through WhatsApp Business API. And the tool is called Vati. Now we sat down and imagined a process, how the student will be approached or the customer journey, and we documented it down. Now, with advent of AI, it's already so easy to document this as well. You just need to tell how the steps are going. And if people from day one and day two are here, you might know Garima showed you Mermaid AI. She created a whole flowchart of how the customer journey needs to go. Yes, Yashwardhan. So you like Landbot can also do that, right? You just have to create the journey using AI. We documented it. Now let's say what we documented was that when you the first person will enroll with us, automatically that person will get a message from us. It is integrated in our website. As you enroll with us, you will get a message. So and so performance coach is assigned to you, and that person will call you soon. Cool. That ends there. But after 7 days, after 7 days of enrollment, I need to check if the call happened or not. So we created a message that this is Soumya Singh, head of performance coach, and we are allocating performance coach to you, goal setting and la la la. And I want to check in, have you had your first call with your performance coach or not? So how do you set it up? Very simple. The first part again comes back to templates. You have to set up a template. In template, you have to give it a name. Let's say we give it 7 days check-in to 7 days check-in performance coaching, right? It will go, you can have authentication utility. Since our message is little longer, it will go in the marketing category. Choose the language. You can even have this in Hindi if you are consulting some brands where Hindi is prominent. In the title, you can add a text, image, video, document, whatever you want, right? We don't want anything right now. So we will just simply add it in the body. I will simply copy it and paste it here. All right. You can probably add some emojis and also add some stuff like the bold and all of that that I have already sent you. You might have seen the kalakari from my team, right? So that's that's what my team does all the time. In the footer, you can add on from which brand it is coming from, or if you're sending it out as a co-founder, you can name the co-founder as well. And then you have an option to give a quick reply or have a offer code there, but we really don't want anything else but a quick reply of yes or a no, right? So we will, I already have yes set up, so I'll just set up something different. Yo and Nana. All right, so I just created these two buttons. All right, and I will save and submit. It can take up to 24 hours to get approval, but since we are using it for a long time, we might get it in a jiffy also. I'll just check if we get it. It's still in pending. Till then, I'll show you this. This is how a approved template look like, right? Now we'll create the automation till then, till the time that this gets approved, right? Now for automation, when I say automation, what do I mean? In my customer journey, I have mentioned that the first message after 7 days would be this. If the person replies yes, this is the message that needs to go out. If the person replies no, this is the message needs to go out. Now I'll quickly show you how yes button will be automated. There is a tab called automation. Under that, you have multiple options. In that, you can go to chatbots that we were talking about since the beginning, creating chatbots, right? Here, I have already created one test. You can click on a new one, add a chatbot, name it anything, test, right? And you will have all of these options. I'll just edit the chatbot that I've already created to save some time and just show it to you, right? So I just wanted to send out first message to them. So I have added a send a message template. I can add image, video, audio, message, whatever I want to. I just wanted to send this message. I added that message, right? Now, this is very important. When you're setting up a chatbot, you have to start, you have to select a starting node. Whenever you set this up, see that this is done. Set as start node. The first message needs to be set as a start node, right? And then it will, like when you will add, it will have no connections, right? So it will look like this. You can connect it to the next thing that you want to add on. So once the person will receive this message, I want that person receives another message as a follow up where I can take a feedback of the person. Now, this is where we changed the game, right? Everybody right now was using Vati or business API to get the customer to book something or sell something or send them information. Now, I want to collect some information from them. I want to know how is my performance coach doing? And really, it will give me a complete metrics how my performance coach has done in the past few days and everything. I'll show you how. So, what I did, I simply added a dialog box called Ask a Question. In that, I can add buttons, just a question where somebody can give a subjective answer to, or a list. So between buttons and lists, there is a difference that in buttons you can add up to 5 buttons. In a list, you can add up to 10 options, right? I just wanted to give 3 options. So I added the button wala here, right? And I when I clicked on it, I can edit again, same as a template, add a header here, body text. I added a body text saying, how would you rate this call? Right? And I think I made uh, okay, corrected it. And then I'll add some buttons here, excellent, average, very poor. All right. Now, this is very important. Most of the people make mistake here. When you are making up this buttons and you want this reply to be stored somewhere, you need to give this, right? What is this? This is saving your answers as a variable so that the system can call the answers, fetch the data, right? So name it very carefully, copy it, save it somewhere so that this is the naming that you have given. I'm naming it rating. All right. I'll save it here. Now, I wanted to know and record all of this in a Google Sheet. All right. Why in a Google Sheet? Because once I have all of this data in Google Sheet, I can create a pivot and understand if my coach is doing good or bad. Right. So, again, is it a huge thing? Do I have to integrate Google Sheets here or something? No, it's just plug and play. Go here, integrations, click on Google Sheets, it will appear. Click on that, log in into the Google account you want to, like, you can have your own account also. We have created a testing account here, so I've logged into that. Select a spreadsheet. It will fetch all the spreadsheets in that uh, account. All right. So my team member just recently created mentor test. So I'll select that spreadsheet. All right. Now at this moment it is loading. Now in the spreadsheet, it will look for all the sheets that it contains. It only contains one sheet. So I've selected that sheet one. Now in this, what all data we want to capture, right? You can capture it right here. You can, whatever you put on the left side of the columns will be the headers in the Excel sheet, right? So name and value, you will have to choose from here. I will choose name, right? It will fetch the name of the lead directly. Now, how does this person get the name of the lead? It gets from the data that we upload at the time of doing a broadcast. All right. Now I want phone number so that I can really, track the person. So phone, and then I'll search here also phone, add an attribute phone. Then I want to Again, I wanted to get the rating right. So I'll name it rating. And this is what we gave right there. It is reflecting here. This is it. Like you have to remember this. Then only this will fetch the data. If this prompt is wrong, it will not fetch the data. So make sure you put it the right thing here. All right. Now, again, I wanted to match it to the coach name also. So I'll add a coach column also and an attribute coach here. Now, when do I get the coach here? When I upload the contact sheet, the attributes can be updated there and I will update the coach name there. All right. Again, this will not be connected. You will have to connect it to the Google Sheet that you have just created. Connect it, and after that I can also, there's one default option. If the person gives a subjective answer, right, I want it in a different sheet, so I've connected with a different sheet. All right. And then I wanted that once this process is completed, the chat status should be updated and the chat should be closed. From coming from a support and ops background, I'm sure you might know that keeping chat open and in pending does not reflect really good. So you can update the chat status also. You just simply has to click on pending, solved, spam, or block, right? Once I have got this data, I can solve this and I'll just click on save. This is the flow for yes that we have set up right now. All right. I can set up no also, but it'll take a lot of time. Do you want to see how really this works out? Right? Do you want to see that live? Does it work or not? Okay, yes. Yes, yes. I need more excitement. Then only I'll show. I'll just so I will put up a no wala thing. Oh yeah, that's right. So I'll show you. Now there's one step left. How will the system know he has to trigger this flow if the answer is yes from the person? Again, it's called keyword action. You will find it under the automation tab, keyword action. And this is common amongst all the WhatsApp business API models that you might use, whether it be AI Sensei, whether it be haptic, you will have this. All right. Go to the keyword action system, add a keyword action. You can add a keyword here. Yes. Because I've already added this, it will say existing keyword, right? I'll just edit it and show it to you. So I have added yes here. Next step, it is telling me what should be the reply, right? I can choose from text, document, image, videos, stickers, whatever I want to push off, right? I'll simply go into chatbots because we created a chatbot, right? And choose the chatbot that we have created. Flow one, yes. And click on save. All right. Now my broadcast thing is ready. I can send out the message. Yes, flow will trigger. How do you send out the message? Right? So you come again under the title of broadcast. All right. Go to broadcast analytics. On the right side top, you will find a new broadcast option. Click on that. Name the broadcast. Select the template. We saved the template flow 7 days check-in coach, P coach. We did it right. The message that we did. We started off with this, right? It is approved. It is showing here. You can select that template and then you can import the contacts here. Once you import the contacts, you can simply send it right now or you can set it up for a specific timeline. Click on add broadcast and it will go. Cool. That's how it works. But let us first check if this is really working, right? So, what I'll do is I will, if our template message is approved, I will want to change my keyword action to yo yo. Yo yo. I think I will have to refresh. Yo yo. Chatbots. Add flow one. Yes. and save. All right. So to test it, what I'm doing is I'm sending a hi from my one of my numbers. I'll just show you that screen. Give me a moment. Can you see my WhatsApp screen? Right. Now I'll send a template. Will take some time to 7 days check-in P coach and send it. Right. I have sent it from what Vati. Let us see if it reflects here. Did I get the message? I just broadcasted it. I will see, fingers crossed, if it works. Yo yo. Okay. The data is feeded. Let me check if this is working. It's taking some time. I'll just show you here. I'll show you on another WhatsApp window. Give me a moment. I'll select my main number. I set up this account for test, so maybe it's not working out here. Give me a moment. Till then, I'll just show you. We got a shout out from uh, the Vati CEO itself when they saw what we have done. Right. This is Ken Young, co-founder CEO at Vati, and he met us at Meta India headquarters. Mayank Bhutani, one of my team members, and uh, here he is. He's presenting here. I'll just show you his photo. Okay. Right. So he's tagged here. They are saying that, we haven't had an option to really work this out. So I'll just show you this. I replied yo yo here. All right. I'll just do it again actually to show how it works. I have sent the message again. Let us wait for it to come in. It's here. I'll just click on yo yo. Hopefully it should work. I don't think it is because I've already triggered it once. So I'll just reply there itself because I triggered it in the moment when we were doing it. And you want to see where the data is getting stored? I'll show you that. This is the sheet that we had, integrated mentor test. And this is how my data is being fetched here right now. And like I said, it will give a rating, coach name, everything that we want, right? And I have just tested it again with the yo-yo one. I think it should reflect in a moment. Yes, it is right here. In the real time, it is recording my numbers. Yes. So again, it gave me that my coach is Abhyuday. Rating was excellent. If I gave some other rating, it would have been there, like the average one. And then what I can really do is create a pivot. So I'll show you one example that we have already have. So I have collected this data already with my bootcamp thing, right? This is one of from my bootcamps. I think you might have also filled up the uh, poll in WhatsApp, right? And I created a pivot out of it. I can know 512 people had to quit the job, 378 are homemakers, and 106 people have worked earlier. So this is how you create a chatbot and get all the data fetched into a Google Excel sheet and then populate it as a pivot table that you can show to the management that this is what is going wrong. See what all it solved. it actually brought down the number of people that we required for the support and ops role. Team cost went down. Then I had more efficient system, because in real time I was getting feedback. So if any of the performance coaches not doing good and there are repeatedly average responses, I would know that this person is not working well or this person is not able to handle the case. So I can have it a live dashboard. Now only one support head can look after a complete team of performance coaches. One solution to so many problems. Just imagine if you can implement this for some startup and show it to them. What will he have like for you? What the impact you will create? And what is the package that you will attract? What is the high paying per hour charges you will charge to a US clients when you can do this? Right? We teach all of this in the session. Right, Mansi? All right.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I just want to ask, while you were showing this, I want to ask so many of you, do you think someone is teaching you this? Everybody is saying, oh, you need to do something different, you need to get new skills. But is someone actually teaching you stuff like this? And I want you to actually think the amount of data from a customer experience or feedback or customer success angle that you have access to as customer and customer support and operations. Imagine what you can do with that.
But I really want to ask this also. Did you
Yeah.
really find this interesting or useful? Like, nobody's teaching, that's all right. But did you find that how many problems can this solve? And yes, we will teach this in courses as well, because there's a whole chatbot sessions that we do.
Okay. So given this, Rudresh, the next piece is that we want to show them product hunt.
All right.
And so you learned a tool, you learned a skill, right? Now can we show you how to use this and who to pitch for? Like, who do you pitch to? How do you find companies that you can pitch this to? Yes, should we show you that? Okay, cool. Rudresh, you want to do that next?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So, this is again a employer outreach technique that you can use. I think you already saw how you can do it on Clutch, right? And
Yes.
on day one and day two. Now, there are almost 2,800 accelerators just in the US, right? And there are so many other outreach techniques that you can use. And today we'll discuss about product hunt. Product hunt again is a website, or you can say a directory, where you can see what are the new coming up coming soon softwares that you have live, right? There is Salesy, Loopbit. What kind of product you want? You want to work in a SaaS startup, Web3 startup, or like maybe you come from a, let's say I come from a edtech background. I would want to go and check out what edtech startup is coming up, and let me help them what I helped Losico or Skill Arbitrage with. I will just replicate the same things with them. Obviously they will have different demands and everything, but how do I really you know do justice to them? How do I really find out that I can give them the solution? So what I did was I already searched for one of the upcoming startup. It's called Prismic. All right. So Prismic makes your websites editable or for the whole team. All right. So most of the time, what happens is that from a marketing perspective, I'm telling you, tech edits a website and adds some functionality. I am not able to change it. And for a marketing perspective, I need to change it. I need to wait for the tech team to come in. Now, that is a basic understanding in one liner about Prismic. But I wanted to understand what exactly this company do. right? Then only I can pitch them something, right? What should I do? Simply just copy the name, go to chat GPT, all right, create a new chat. I think my network, and tell chat GPT you are a customer support director with 15 years of experience. Analyze this company, their customer cycle, and um, what all we can help them with. And I will, in the tools, choose search the web. All right. It will start searching every bit and pieces that is available on the internet and give you a complete, uh, you know, data table on this. All right. Now, you have to also understand that you need to identify the problem that they're running into. What happens is mostly these people are going live very soon, and you know uh, they don't have the typical support setup, and these are some of the problems that they have. They don't have a live agent support feature, or free or low price plans, broken onboarding process, and so all of this can be tested, right? You can go to their website, go do a test run, identify the gap, write it down, tell it to chat gpt, this is what I identified and I want to solve this, right? Or you can tell it to Claude also. There is absence of cross selling, upselling, referral programs, and it really just takes maybe 2 or 3 days to understand the complete customer cycle, right? You have gone through my customer cycle of boot camp, right? I was sending you warm up messages, so you understand that you will get an email, you will get a call, you will get a WhatsApp message, and you could identify that maybe one thing is missing. If somebody is not doing the calls, you can tell them you can do a call. And then there are some incomplete knowledge base, self support portals, poor support response time across all the plans category. 24/7 support is missing despite charging a premium. Difficulty hiring support talent in foreign time zones. If MNCs are working, maybe in the US they are providing the good support, but in India they are not able to. So these are all the problems that they have, and you have to, as a, because you have so much of experience as a support and ops professional now, just looking at the customer journey or going through that, you can identify what is their problem and help them solve that. Just note it down and solve that. Now, I we already did the first step, right? We visited product hunt, identified a, you can have any of it, whichever product you want to work into. Identify the company, take it to ChatGPT, tell it to analyze the customer life cycle, and give you the number. All right. Now, what we have done is this success plan template will be shared by the team. I think Noshina will share it in the chat, right? And this is a success plan template that we have identified that works out really well, right? So mostly, I'll just give an example. Let's say when I was onboarding Vati, right? There was a plan that was given to me that so and so features will be integrated. Your tech team's time will be required for 4 hours, 3 hours. They gave the estimate. How did they do it? Once they were able to collect all the data for a success plan, right? Now, to collect all that data, you need to know intricacies of the company that we already researched through ChatGPT. And I just gave a very simple prompt. I'll just copy paste it in the chat for everyone, right? It will give you a complete customer life cycle. Now, for creating this, I will go to Claude. What I'll do is I'll create a new chat. I will upload the file that I have downloaded. All right. Success plan template. And in that, I will tell it I've already prepared the prompt for this, right? To save some time for ours. I am a support and operations director, and I have been given a task to create a customer success plan. All right. And I'm uploading a sample success plan that we need to follow. Study it and keep yourself updated till my further instructions. Do let me know what all information you need to prepare for this. All right. I will give this to Claude. It will run through it, update his memory. Again, consider AI to be your intern. You will direct AI and then only they will work. All right. Now, this person has these questions. What I'll do is I'll just simply copy, because you have to be the person in the loop of two AIs who can do one thing better. I I feel that ChatGPT does a better research on web. So I'll just copy paste all the requirements that Claude has given me and say, give me data in this format, and in your experience add all the info that is required. All right. As I give this prompt, it will prepare the complete data set that I want to give to Claude, that Claude can use and create a PDF for me or a customer success plan like this. And I bet you it will make a better success plan than any of you right here in the meeting right now. No offense, but the combined knowledge that these two models have is way more than combined experience of all of us sitting here, because they actually collate everything on the internet, right? So I just simply copy the complete prompt or complete data, take this information you asked, and make a downloadable interactive PDF. Why do I say interactive? I'll tell you, because I want that PDF should be such. When I go on a call with a customer, I need to fill out that form very quickly and make for the customer to feel that it is just makhan. Bhai, ye to jaldi jaldi ho gaya. I just had to fill out a form, and now I have the complete deadlines, guidelines on how to do it, right? And I'm just talking between ChatGPT and Claude, right? All right, I'll just take some questions till the time Claude is working on this. See, Prasad, there are security concerns. Now, for that, some of the companies have their custom GPTs and custom AI models also. So, if you talk about companies like some big companies like credit card companies, they have already created some AI models for themselves in the system, which you can use to do all of this to maintain their privacy, right? Because again, there is a certain risk involved when you are uploading this data because it gets into the public, right? Okay, Rinky, none taken. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that you are still here and learning this. And this is the step that you will take and will change your trajectory of your career, right? Okay, Yashwardhan, when if you don't want to get caught in an AI detector, you really need to add your experience to it. You don't need to simply take out whatever the AI is giving. All right. If it gives out some shitty thing and you just copy paste and send it out, it doesn't work. You really have to cross check with the facts that they have given. That is why we are using two models. We are getting data from one, creating from other, and then we will match it. And again, I will tell you one thing. For each of the things that this uh, you know output has been given, there is a source given to it. You can go verify the facts, and that's where human is needed. right? Now you just look at the PDF that this has created. This was the PDF that we had given, and this is what we get. If I would have given him the Prismic ka brand guideline also, no, what is the color code and everything, it would have created that too. And then I would have just downloaded and used it, right? Now, why Claude, Hardik? Claude has a better reasoning model at this point of time. In my experience, again, you can have a different experience always depending upon how you are prompting to the model, right? Now, let's see how the PDF looks like. Company information, whatever company we are serving, what they do, why Prismic fits in, it gives a output to that. Again, this is desired outcome because I had given a you know interactive one. It has given me this thing where I can drop down and open it up. Right now, I think it is still publishing, so it will open up. I'll show you one that I have already created for Prismic just a while back. Okay, where is it? Here. You can choose out B2B, B2C, industry type, common challenges, content velocity. Again, now you understand. Common challenges, it will only put on those challenges that Prismic solves, right? If you will look at it, Prismic is working as a content thing also, because how, if you edit somewhere in the website, how the content will be uploaded, will it take time, omni-channel delivery, brand governance. So here you have to, now if you are saying performance issues, here your knowledge base comes in. Is it really a challenge that Prismic can solve or you can solve? If not, then this needs to go away from here, right? So uh, what is the primary goals, desired outcomes, everything, pain points, again, legacy CMS restrictions, that's what we are solving here. Cross check with what they have given in their profiles, right? And what is the plan they are looking for, what will the roles of the people that will be involved, technical requirements kya honge, everything, team structure, success metrics and outcomes. Again, because this is the biggest problem, right? SaaS companies are not able to give a clear deadline. Maybe they tell you that एक महीने में हम तो इंटीग्रेट कर देंगे जी, एंड देन 6 महीने हो गए अभी तक इंटीग्रेट नहीं हुआ, right? You solve this problem with this success metric, success plan template. If this is filled out to the tooth and with precision and so much points, there is no point that you will give a wrong estimate. All right. Now I went ahead one step and created a success flowchart as well. Right. What I did, I actually wanted to put it in a visual description that how the steps are taken, right? So it has created that as well. Company and product overview, business overview cover karna hai, industry. So in this way, if you're giving training to your support and ops professionals also, these diagrams really help to memorize, right? So you can create that as well. We will talk about training. Garima will show you how to build trainings. And trainings का बहुत important part हो जाता है these फ्लो चार्ट्स, राइट? एंड यू कैन रिस्क आइडेंटिफिकेशन, हाई रिस्क में क्या होगा, इमीडिएट एस्केलेशन होगा, यहाँ जाना है, ठीक है? अगर नो है तो सीधा माइग्रेशन स्ट्रैटेजीज पे ले जाओ, ठीक है? तो वो सब कुछ ये आपको आइडेंटिफाई करके दे रहा है. देन योर ह्यूमन नॉलेज कम्स इन, यू क्रॉस वेरीफाई द फैक्ट्स, give a tailored plan to the brand that is coming up and tell them, I will solve this problem for you. And you never know, you land up a support and operations director role directly into that US company, right? So how did you find this one? Did you find this interesting? Do you think this will really help you to cater to your clients? So low on energy, guys. मजा नहीं आया क्या स्किल में? Okay. So will you go back and try this out? Open product hunt, find a company, and uh, create a process for them. Write a why if you will go back and check it out.
By the way, something interesting, I don't know, Rudresh, if you've covered this. So what is Product Hunt known for? Do you know? Product Hunt actually tells you what are the products that are getting launched in the world today. Like every day, if you visit it at different times of the day, you will see that list changing. So what you'll see probably in the morning will have completely changed or gone down right towards the end of the day. So there is, for those of you who think, Array, but is there a job and opportunity for everyone? Enough and beyond. There is no dearth of opportunities.
There are so many companies launching. Just look at this. Next 7 days and look at the list. It is still loading. Like so many, and you can choose out which place you want to work in. Right now, I just want to complete this circle. You have learned how to create a problem, how to identify a problem and create a solution to that. Now, you just need to send them a curated pitch like this. It seems that you're missing out on a potential customers. Here's what I can do for you. Install a live chatbot. If they don't have a live chatbot or a 24/7 chatbot, install a live chatbot, get tons of more positive reviews. Whatever is their problem, right? You identify that, tell them that you can do it for them. Just hit a guess if you're interested, and you know, I can book a Zoom slot for you. This is a very simple pitch that you come out with. But the hack is that you have already done the research on the company and telling the solution to them. If you go with that background, that person is tend to reply to you because that person will be like, "Bhai, इसने कितनी मेहनत करी है?" That person has gone in depth to understand my company and tell me that this is the problem and this is how I will solve it. Book a Zoom session, I'll show you. And we train our students on how to personalize their messages for potential employers based on their services. Right? Manji, you'll take it from here? Or?
I can. I can. I thought you were completing. Okay, cool.
I think we can,
We can skip this. We've shown the
yeah,
customers.
130. We can go to 130 directly.
Okay, cool.
So you want to know how much you can earn if you do this, or you build just the customer success manager thingy that I created using Claude. Do you want to know how much can you earn using that?
Okay, so let's first show you what a customer success manager in the US earns, right? Now, typically the average salary is between $105,000 to $147,000, right? This is a US salary. Now, what are you asking for if you go and pitch these services, say for $20,000 a year? That's like a no-brainer deal, provided that you know how to do this work, right? Rudresh, there are a couple of questions. Would you just take them in, address them in
Yeah,
chat?
I'll address them in chat. I'm going through the chat right now.
Got it. So some of you are asking about how to build a chatbot and a voice agent and predictive analytics stuff, questions related to that. We've already actually covered that in day 1 and 2. So we'll not be, going over them again, but we definitely teach our students all of that, if you're our student. Now, being a customer success manager is not the only role that you can perform, right? If you have an inclination for, say, IT implementation and support, then you could take up that as well. And here is what the remuneration of a software implementation specialist looks like, which is approximately $85,000 a year, right? Or the average would be $67,000 a year. This is an average. Now, if you're someone who comes in with, say, decades of expertise, then obviously you can charge more, more than just the average. Now, as you can see, if you just say earn, $30,000 a year remotely in a full-time job, that in itself is 25 lakhs, right? Or even say $15,000, which is a lakh per month, or a 12 LPA of an additional income just by working part-time. say for 2 hours a day or on weekends. Is that bad? Yes, no, maybe. What do you say? That's not bad at all, right? That's bloody good. Got it. Now you can also take up a referral system for them to sign up more clients, right? And why are we saying this? Because having sales through referrals or word of mouth reduces the cost of acquiring customers, right? So if they don't already have a referral system, like a proper system, then you can set that up as well, and the company doesn't have to spend on ads or marketing or sales if they can get referral sales. Now, did you know that HubSpot, which has a 1 billion annual recurring revenue, still has 33% of its sales that come from referrals? That's how much referrals can actually contribute to a company's revenue. Now, good ballpark metric is to have, say, 20% referral sales. And what you can do for that are these five things. So you can set up a goal for referral sales to say how much, what percentage would you like to do, right? Then set up a tool to track referral sales so that and we'll give you a list of tools as well, right? Now, create a process so that the support team can actually ask satisfied customers for referral leads and transfer them to the customer success or sales teams, and then incentivize the right kind of incentives for the support team members, suitably, and then track and optimize the process. Now, a question that Prima asked: what if you don't know how to do this, right? You may say, okay, all this is great, I'm very excited to do this, but I don't know how to do all of these things. No problem, you can learn all of these things over a period of time if you're an art student. So I'm just showing you, sending you a link of this is a selected list of 70 plus professionals who are actually doing freelance work along with their jobs. Some of you wonder that, oh, if I want to start this on the side, can I do this in a legit way? What about moonlighting? We actually train our students and our learners on how to manage moonlighting, how to do this ethically. Now, moonlighting or working, in a second job is often frowned upon by Indian employers. Okay. But I want to tell you, if when you start working with international employers, those of you who were here yesterday, I don't know if you remember when, Bhavna was sharing her story, right? She works for a Canadian startup. And then that, startup founder opened another startup where she got equity, right? Now, despite having equity, there comes a certain sense of responsibility. She's still able to take up other assignments with other startup founders, and she has people who are literally like waiting, right? So while it's frowned upon here, that's not the case outside, and we're sharing with you a guide on how to manage freelance work alongside your job while staying compliant within the company policies and legal requirements. And I know right now I'm only sharing a guide, right? But we actually deal with this a lot. And imagine when we worked with 27,000 professionals, we know how to handle, we've kind of seen all scenarios that you may be in. So we help our students on how to navigate through this, right? I just want to show you some people who've been on this journey. So this is Harsha. She, started freelancing after a 4-year maternity break, and after joining, she secured, clients from the UK, US, UAE, and now she manages both, a full-time assistant manager role, earning, $400. What does she do? Just 3 hours of work, and she's learned AI tools. So that's how you can also start. And Harsha will be there with us today, right? She'll come in to share her story. Now, many support and operations professionals think that they have time. How many of you think, हाँ ठीक है, this AI is something nice, I will learn? How many of you think, हाँ ठीक है, कर लेंगे, कोई बात नहीं, nothing is happening to my job? I want to ask you, hand on your heart, tell me. How many of you saying, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है, nice to learn? आपको लगता है आपके पास टाइम है? You have time. Yes? I want to give you the bad news. There is no option to avoid the automation and the AI wave. I am sorry. I wish I could say this any other way. But I want to come back to the highlight of today, which is more than 12,000 TCS employees just got a harsh lesson in career security yesterday. Yes. And if that could happen to them, it could happen to you as well. It could happen to any one of us. And I want you to let that sink in for yourself. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this so that you can do something about it. And this was made official, right? Workforce gone by 2%. And by the way, if you're someone who's been attending our boot camps, we've been saying this for the last 6 months. We've been saying this. Why? Because why is this happening? I don't know how many of you actually read the whole article, right? Says in fields where AI can do the work, in cybersecurity, in IT deployment, in a lot of consultancy work, uh, AI is actually replacing jobs. Yes? Now, question is, what can you as support and operations professionals do to protect yourself from such a crisis? Do you want to take a risk of facing this, or do you want to take action? See, I'm sharing a playbook with you that I would follow if I were one of them, right? Can I quickly take you through this playbook? Can we talk about this real quick? Yes. So see, in the first 30 days, you actually should learn how to audit. Okay. So you list every task that you do weekly. Okay. Everyone, this is super important. This is what you need as of today. Okay. So you list down every task that you do weekly, which are the ones that AI can already do. And be honest. Don't be complacent and say, but I know what I do best. Then automate at least one work process with AI every week so that you can move to high order tasks. Okay. Identify your human only value, which is what? Relationships, judgment, and creativity. Yes. Then in the second month, which is 31 in 60 days, you upskill. Now, what do you do with that? Don't just learn AI tools, learn AI collaboration. See, you saw what Rudresh was showing you with Vati in Product Hunt, right? Now, Vati is one tool, and I'm only giving you one example. But the thinking behind what we can use Vati, for, yes, is what AI collaboration is. Do you understand the difference? Hello? Does this make sense? See, there are thousands of users, of Vati. There are thousands of businesses that use Vati. Yes? But the reason why Vati actually congratulated us, made a mention about us, was because we thought very differently on how we can use Vati. Yes? So you're not just supposed to learn AI tools. You're supposed to think about how you can use what tool to do something differently. That's collaboration. Yes? Now, master ChatGPT or Claude for your domain. You should know everything that these tools can do in your domain. Yes? Now, learn at least 10 high order skills in the next 2 months. Learn prompt engineering basics, how to give context to AI. Now, if you've been watching us, last 2 days, if you've seen all the prompts that Garima has been adding, right? Those are very detailed prompts. Now, is she writing all of them herself? No, she's not, right? But for a certain tool, she's having ChatGPT even write her prompt. And she knows how to play with what instruction to give where. You need to learn all that. Don't just use ChatGPT to respond to emails or do low value elementary work. Build something that AI can't, which is what? Strategy and relationships. Then in 61th to the 90th day, which is the third month, update your LinkedIn to AI augmented whatever you do, right? For example, so if you're say a customer support professional, say AI augmented customer success or customer support consultant, right? Then create content showing AI collaboration. Don't replace human beings. Create collaborative work. Network with first AI first companies. You remember I showed you Apollo.io on day one? Look out for AI companies there. So much on Y Combinator you will see about AI companies coming in. Network with them. Practice explaining how you can, have their output be 10 times with AI. These are the skills that will matter in 2026. Can we talk to you about those? AI prompt engineering for your domain. Then human AI workflow design. Client relationship management, because this AI will not be able to do. Complex problem decomposition. I don't know if you remember, we've been saying this, that AI can solve a problem middle to middle, right? The context, start to finish, AI doesn't understand. You give it something in isolation, it can work, but you need to give it a lot of context, which you know as by using your own human sensibilities, right? Now, here is what will not matter. If you find what you do here really an alarm, manual coding or standard patterns will not matter. Routine data analysis, standard documentation, process following without judgment. Can you, how many of you can see that what you do right now are these four things primarily, essentially? Hello? Everyone, have you? I know it's been a long day. I'm sure it's been a long Monday for you. When I ask you a question, some of you kind of wake up then. So, huh, what did you say? So, said, huh, please repeat. If you do all four of these things, I want you to know this will not matter in a while. Wake up, please. These are now, can I specifically tell you the industries to target? They are hiring the most AI augmented talent now. So many of you said, now you wanted jobs. Can I tell you what industries? Yes, these five. Please take a screenshot. Fintech, SaaS, consumer tech, D2C with tech, 100 plus AI for startups that were launched in the first 12 months. Soumya, can we focus on this right now? Now, how should you position yourself then? Don't say that I have 10 years of experience. How many of you go and do this? I have so many years of experience. I know you earned it. But don't say that. Say this instead. I can deliver 3 times the output using AI tools and my domain expertise. Does that make sense? I'm I'm sorry, but no one cares about your experience. You know why? Because if you don't talk in ROI driven terms, a college student will. If a college student comes and says, hey, you know what, I can do this job, it doesn't matter how many years of experience you have. Does that make sense? Do you feel in your organizations younger people are, taking up higher ranks? Yes. Why do you think that's happening? Because this experience game is not helping anymore. Show your portfolio of AI augmented work. Now, start today. The market is already moving. Just 1 second. I'm just going to take a moment and keep going through chat alongside as well. Madhu, learn some new skills. Try and learn to do skill track record and outreach, and you will have projects and jobs with you in about a month. That's what you got to do. Now, do you want help in doing this? See, I gave you a playbook. I told you what you should not do, what you should do, right? But do you need help? Do you think if you do this alone, it's going to be very easy? No, right? This is Vijay Thyan. Okay, he's a student from Bangalore, and he followed our team's guidance to just simply create a LinkedIn video showcasing his 10 business process knowledge. Okay, what did he do? 10-minute video at 11 o'clock and 7 o'clock the same day. An AI startup contacted him for a meeting. Impressed by his approach, they hired him for ongoing support. College student. All those of you with years of experience, I very respectfully, I want to tell you that this is what you need to do. If you don't do this, just saying X number of years on your, X number of years as experience will not help after a very long time. Okay. Now, this is exactly what's possible when you combine the right strategy with AI tools. And Vijayathian did not have decades of experience. He just knew how to position himself as the solution to their problems. And you no longer need 10 years of experience or more to do all these things. You don't need multiple degrees. You don't need to wait for promotions. Those of you who are learning to do that the right way are earning $400 to $500 an hour consulting international clients working from India. Yes. Good morning. Please do the math. 400 into 85 per hour. Hello. Does that make sense? Even CEOs like Satya Nadella and Mark Binoff are betting on India to lead the world in AI-led service delivery, just like we did in IT for 30 years. World is entering the Indian era. The opportunity is massive. So how should you seize it? See, we've been saying, no, skills plus track record plus outreach is equal to success at anything. That's the formula. आप लोग पूछते ना क्या करना है बताओ ये करना है सिर्फ स्किल होने से भी नहीं होगा यू नीड टू क्रिएट प्रूफ ऑफ वर्क यू नीड टू डू द राइट काइंड ऑफ आउटरीच वी हैव गिवन यू if not more, I think five outreach strategies by now. Now, that's why we're not teaching you skills. Some of you said Power. When I asked you, what are you looking forward to learn? You said Power BI, Tableau. We are showing you exactly how to find and approach potential employers while you're learning. So you don't need to wait for your learning cycle to be complete. And very good. Thank you. Some of you are saying, Acha chalo batao outreach kaise karna hai. We showed you pitching techniques, what messages to write. Yes. Now, how many, there's so many of you who say when I tell you, we'll teach you skills and you need to do outreach. I want to tell you, why is it so hard for Indians to do outreach? Can I talk to you about this? Aapko, you get that outreach karna hai, but you get a little, like this. Acha, I will need to pitch. I have never done this. You get hesitant. You get a little nervous. Though you are very good at what you do, you are a subject matter expert, but you still get like a little, not so great feeling when I ask you to do outreach. You know why? Can I talk to you about it? Why do we feel that if we have the skills, we should get a job? हमें लगता है ना मैंने डिग्री ले लिया इंजीनियरिंग कर लिया ये डिप्लोमा कर लिया अब तो आई शुड गेट अ जॉब यस नो दैट्स हाउ वी थिंक नाउ why is all my advice about meaningful outreach diluted into a simple job seekers application? हम आपको इतना सारा स्किल बता रहे हैं लेकिन फिर भी ना आप में से थोड़े से लोग आके बोलेंगे प्लीज मुझे बता दो कि जॉब कैसे मिलेगा हाउ विल आई फाइंड अ जॉब जस्ट टेल मी दैट no it's not complacency Girish it's not complacency Why do people not get that they need to have a consultant's mindset? I was wondering. Okay. See, the Americans and the British don't think like this. Okay, everyone. Now I want you to be with me. I know so many of you also got into thinking mode. Okay. See, the Americans and the British know that they have to network, they have to talk without an agenda. They somehow just get it. Okay. Now, then it hit. See, our grandparents' generation grew up idolizing government jobs. Okay. Government jobs were the only jobs back then. And they were a product of competitive exam culture. Yes. Okay, Abhishek Day, I need you to just hold on for a moment. I'm creating something. Just hold on. Okay, thank you. Now, haven't you heard ये वाला एग्जाम लिख के वो वाला गवर्नमेंट जॉब मिल जाता था? Have you heard that? Yes. You know, if you had merit, you'd get a job. That's what they believe, na? Our grandparents' generation. That just study enough, nerd it out, and crack an exam, and you'll get a job. And we also inherited that mindset unknowingly and innocently. It's not our fault. Unfortunately, now that's not the case for private sector jobs and international remote jobs. The private sector does not conduct an all India entrance exam. Private companies hire based on one thing: can this person solve my business problem? तो mismatch है ना. Someone says मेरे पास skill है. मुझे skill का क्या करना है? Business problem कैसे solve करोगे वो बताओ. How will you solve my business problem with your skill? That we have no idea about. Now, until we stop sending mails asking for jobs and start sending solutions to their problems, we keep getting ignored. How many of you send emails after emails and you don't get a response and you don't know what the hell to do differently? I need you to be honest and I need you to acknowledge if that's what you're experiencing. Okay, Pradeep, I will translate. Now, do you want an end to this? See, people can't accept this reality. People try to compensate for it by building more skill sets and acquiring more degrees and feeling more disappointed when they get no results. We have to give up this inheritance that if I have a skill, I will get a job. Else, this baggage will prevent us from building the legacy of our generation. Instead of saying, please consider my application, you need to say, here is how I can automate your current manual process. Do you understand that if there is someone, a business owner who's seeing this, that is what would make a difference to them? Does this make sense? Is this like, are you getting my communication? Are you understanding the shift of mindset that you need to make? You need to give up being a job seeker and start approaching this from a consultant's point of view. Yes. See, when you say, here's how I can automate your current manual process, it becomes their problem that you are solving. So, who's coming to who? Them to you. Versus when you say, please consider my application, you're almost begging. Now, this mindset switch is non negotiable if you want to earn 5 times more. So, I want to ask you, are you ready to start thinking like a consultant instead of a job applicant? Yes. And it will take something. By the way, it's not wrong that you have a job applicant's mindset. We all inherited stuff like this. It's not personal, it's not wrong at all. But now that you know it, you need to change it. See, our students learn 2 skills every week and then build track record and outreach. Imagine if you learn 100 skills in 12 months. Then build track record and credibility for potential clients and employers. See, most people, what they do is they just upload their CV on a platform, apply for opportunities and wait. Maybe some of you also do that. And they don't get responses. With skill arbitrage, it takes 2 hours a day for 6 months. And I promise you, if you follow our guidance and directions, you get your first paid client by the second month and get to a point where you're earning $1,000 or more by the end of 6 months. That future is possible for you. By the way, yesterday we gave a 6 month plan. Week wise, kya karna hai? I'm sharing the plan with you in chat. See, once you, of course, can you do it yourself? Absolutely. Is it going to be very easy? No. It becomes 10 times easier when you have guidance, when you have a step by step plan, when you have clear instructions, when you have training, when you have a trained professional to give you feedback. बहुत मजा आया. You saw how to create a chatbot, how to create a voice agent, how to do predictive analytics, how to work with Vati, how to send a pitch. Great to watch. What about when you have to do it yourself? 2 3 things will happen. You'll get stuck. Then you'll say, oh, it's okay, my job is fine. It makes it 10 times easier, guys, when you have a coach, when you have a community of people who are doing the same work like you, who you can bank on. Now, it will not happen unless you decide to jump in. And by the way, let's be honest. Your bosses, seniors, mentors, teachers, they didn't have access to all this when they were younger. Bringing me back to my original question, is someone teaching you this? People who learn this don't teach other people. They can't tell you how to avail this opportunity. So today is the final day to avail a really special offer with all the assistance that you will need to make it happen for yourself. And getting your first international client is only the first step. The next big milestone is when you hit $1,500 to $2,000 per month, full time or part time, depending on the time that you spend. And then jump to $5,000 a month. You don't have to travel to that office. You don't have to, uh, get a US visa to work for a US startup. Here are some of our students, by the way, who are working remotely for international businesses. This is Ronak. Okay. He was also working in a corporate job. And on the side, so he first started working on the side, established an HR operations and recruitment consulting business. Now earns $1,700 per month and caters to 15 clients, including US based clients. And now what he's done is he's set up an entity in the US, right? All sitting from Mumbai. This is Deepika. She's from Vadodara. Started working part time. Okay. And on 25,000 rupees a month. Okay. Then she started freelancing. Started doing $1,000 a month. That's 84,000 rupees. Right. And freelancing, only working 4 to 5 hours a day. And she earned $10,000 just working from Upwork and working with clients in the US, UK, Ireland, Canada, all of that. This is Ronak. Okay. Started following our roadmap, secured 145 projects, and has earned already more than $20,000 working with international clients. Is now earning $2,500 per month. Aram se. Kitne घंटे काम? How many hours? 5 6 hours. Charges $18 an hour. Now, that's his profile. Now, here is someone who's doing this post retirement. Some of you say, I am 45, I am 52. Is this for me? Can I show you someone who's doing this post retirement? If they can do it, what is your stop? I'll show you. This is Ramesh Chandran Badali. Okay. He started freelancing at 68. With what? Virtually assisting clients. Okay. Earned more than $86,000. That is 72 lakhs. Secured $20,000 worth of contracts. Has published 12 books on Amazon. What is your stop? Now, I'm showing you all sides of the spectrum. That is a retired person. This is a college student, Samriddhi Jain. Okay. She provides what? Remote content writing. International legal tech companies are her customers. She was in college when she came. Started doing 15,000 to 20,000 rupees in her first year. Then 40,000 to 50,000 rupees in her second year. Imagine, you're a college student, 40,000 to 50,000 you make as a second year student. Okay. How much time? 2 3 hours. Okay. Now she's doing $2,500 per month. She works 60 hours a month and she doesn't do all the work herself. Her job is to get more work. She's hired people to do the work. Where are clients? US, UK, Singapore, Europe, and some in India. That's her profile. If college students are able to do it, why can't you? You to have more specialized experience. Now, those of you who want to focus on building your own consultancy, right? We even train on how to do that and take it to 1 crore per year, which is $10,000 per month by hiring juniors. Here is someone from Kanpur who does that. This is Sonal. She is a mother based out of Kanpur, started freelancing while her maternity break was on, secured 7 local retainers. Now she's hired 2 freelancers, okay, and she's built her agency. All that you need to do is build the relevant skills, track record, and outreach. Now, can I show you? Some of you have been saying now, Are pata nahi, but will this happen? Have these guys done results? Can I show you some placement numbers? Do you want to see some real numbers of how these results have gotten to happen? Yes. And I'll quickly come to the offer in a moment. Hey, but you have to be excited, na? 385 people a year. I ask for a response, only 3.5 people respond. Hello? Are you watching Netflix? Okay, great. Now, the total number of beneficiaries between April 21 and 2025 are 56,549. The total number of internships that people have gotten through us are 19,752. And the total number of jobs that people have gone through us are 6,933. And the total number of people who got freelance work via us are 29,864. Are you mind blown by what you see? If you are, will you give me a MB in chat? Yes. Okay, great. Now I'm sharing with you. Some of you may even want to know, Acha, but how these are, you showed us people who are doing a lot of work. I'm sharing a list with you of selected 100 plus professionals who secured remote job around operations, virtual assistant, admin support, and other disciplines. This is exactly what actually inspired us to start a dedicated program for operations and support. Now, question is, who wants to be next? Can I talk about the scholarship now? Quickly? Yes. We'll do the scholarship. I'll tell you about the offer. And then we'll talk about how to build trainings for your team members such that they can hit the ground running in 3 days. Okay? Garima and Ridresh will come and show you that. Then I'll make you meet someone. Then we'll talk to you about how to set up customer satisfaction metrics. And if we have time, I'll talk to you about how to get a business reviews. So we have a lot to do. Okay. But let's, for a moment, for about a few minutes, talk to you about what is on offer. This is the last time I'm sharing this. So those of you who are interested, but you could not block your seat, or some of you who've come in today and you're super excited and pumped about doing this, here's one last chance. We can only take a maximum of 12 more students now. The offer page will close after this forever. Next time when you open this, it'll cost much more. So I'm giving you one last opportunity. Only 12 seats. The link will stop working after 12 people have paid. Now, before I tell you what's on offer, I want to take you through briefly what you really get in this course, right? So you learn high demand skills, 1 or 2 every week in each course. You start with one course, slowly adding more as you progress. Now, when do these classes happen? A lot of you ask that question, right? So there are 2 live classes. These are live, not recorded. after work hours. So they happen from 8 to 9:30 p.m. if they're happening from Monday to Saturday. If on Sunday, always on Sunday afternoons. Now, if you miss classes, if this window does not work for you, then there are always recordings possible to go back and see, right? Now, what you've got to do is practice, practice, practice with 2 assignments per week and 100 per year. And on every assignment, you get feedback. This is unheard of anywhere else. All the study material that you need, which is a 24 by 7 online access to an updated, portal, plus hard copy materials that you need, is all that is sent to your doorstep. You get personalized inline corrections on your work, and you get to improve with feedback every single week. See, uh, you can't make mistakes with clients. So it's okay to make mistakes in this environment. It's a safe space to make mistakes and learn so that you don't mess up in real life assignments. There is guidance and incredible placement support, and I want to tell you what that is. Okay. So, our team helps with posting and building your profiles on social media, even if you're someone who's never had a LinkedIn account or your LinkedIn account is dead. Then we help you with building your freelance profiles on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. We teach you how to do outreach. In this boot camp, we've only shown you some templates of messages, right? But ultimately, like I said, we're interested in sharing what does it take so that you can craft your own messages, right? Okay, everyone, I know you have questions right now. But if you're going to stay stuck to your questions in the chat box and keep asking us questions, you will miss the information that I'm sharing with you. And maybe your question gets answered right now. So I want your focus. If you still have questions, we're here. We're not going anywhere. So relax, everybody. Okay, just stay with all the information that I'm sharing. Most likely, all your questions will get answered, right? Now, you learn how we help you on how to build your work portfolio based on course assignments. And we help you build your personal brand. We teach you on how to write effective proposals and cold emails on LinkedIn. Guidance on how much to charge initially. You may be someone who's just starting out or someone with decades of experience. How should you charge? Then we work with you on reviewing job applications and cover letters for those of you who request that. Then we help you with creating your work portfolio based on course assignments. Now, you can schedule one on one sessions with mentors and the placement teams and your course anchors. If you're someone who's stopped by your English communication, and you think that, hey, I've managed in the domestic market, how will I work with international clients? Then if you spend 3-4 hours a day extra, your spoken and written English, we can work with you on until you can do all professional work in English. And I'm not kidding. I'm going to show you screenshots of our portal that you can have access to. And hold on, I'm going to make this super affordable for all of you. Then, so you can say your name here. You say what you want support with, and then you say who you want support from, the course anchor or instructor you're seeking time from. You select your preferred time, then you select their preferred time, and then you select your preferred time, right? That's how you schedule a call. Basically, this is a whole ecosystem to push you towards your destiny. I'm going to quickly take you through the faculty. So okay, one moment. Can you see my screen? Can someone tell me if you can see my screen? Yes. Okay, great. So you see Yash Vijayvargya, he's our co-founder and head of operations and head of upskilling courses. A lot of AI courses that we teach are his brainchild. He spearheads 100 courses at Lawseco and Skill Arbitrage. Okay. Then there is Sunil, who's our business excellence manager. He's someone who, has worked with in operational improvements, automating workflows, boosting CSAT. There is Harman Seni, who's our chief people's officer. She's someone who comes in with 18 years of experience, has actually grown our team from 150 people to a 400 member people strong. This is Siddhant Bed. He's our CFO, and he's someone who was the vice president at HSBC. Then there is Shruti Goyal, who's our head of student experience. There is Raghavan Shivakumar. There is Rishi Rudra, Priyanka Karwa, who's our head of employability and placements. There is also Dr. Siddhartha Priya, right? We'll send this list of faculty to you. Now, here is what is on offer once again. I'm sharing now the courses. So there are two courses to become an operations leader and learn how to utilize AI in operations and delivery. What are these? There is a 6 month course in a 6 month certificate course in strategic operations and leadership for the digital economy. This is originally for 66,000 rupees on our website. This is not the final price. So everyone hold on. Okay. Then there is a 6 month course, which is an executive certificate course in support and operations, automation and AI. This is originally for 75,000 rupees on our website. Then there are bonus courses. There is a 6 month remote freelancing and profile building program, which is originally for 63,000 rupees on our website. There is a 6 month executive certificate course in strategic business analytics and business intelligence mastery for corporate leaders. This is for 50,000 rupees. The total value of all these courses is 2,54,000 rupees. Now, like I said, this is not the final price, right? Offer price today is 46,000 rupees. Scholarship is often 81%. Now, how you pay right now is you pay a booking fee of 3,000 rupees and you can pay the balance either lump sum or by taking help from our financing partners and choose an EMI of 2,389 rupees per month for 18 months. Now, this is a no cost EMI. There is 0% interest on you. We absorb the cost of interest. Okay. Okay, now I want to know how many of you want the offer? If you want the offer, would you type want in chat and mark everyone, please? I said want, not work. Could you mark everyone? So many of you are marking hosts and panelists. Guys, I need you to mark everyone. I can only share the offer there. I want to see how many people are there. Oh, okay. Okay, this is the last opportunity. I only have 12 spots, everybody. Okay, great. Now, I want to make this a little sweeter. Okay. Those of you who prefer to opt for remote jobs can replace the service business entrepreneurship program with a 6 month international job hunt program, which is for 63,000 rupees, or you could replace it with a training program on using AI for business growth, which is originally for 66,000 rupees. Okay. Now, if you're a beginner, you can also request, if you're someone who has no work experience, you can also request access to a 6 month startup journalist and a virtual assistant training program, which is for 66,000 rupees. You can do this. We're giving it out on a complimentary basis so that all those of you who just starting out, you have something to start with as a stepping stone, right? Now, anyone who has a problem with English communication, I promised you we'll help you. There is a 6 month executive certificate course in business English communication for international professionals and remote workers. I didn't want to give it with the earlier offer because this is not for everyone. This is something you can request. And I didn't want to make it like I'm giving you, one more thing in the bundle because it's not applicable for anyone, right? See, the only way out is through. Question is, how many of you want it? Do you want the link? Can I give it to you? Yes. Okay, great. So I'm going to show you how to take the offer. Okay. So you go on to the link. Like I said, 12 seats right now, and this link will stop working after 12 people have paid. Okay. Now everything that I told you, all the courses that I told you are listed right here. Okay. Now, if you want to see what will get covered in, some of you were saying what skills, right? So if you go on to this hyperlink, you will be able to see everything. You'll be able to see syllabus, what do we teach, who's teaching, what is the course plan, all of that. Yes, you'll be able to see all of that. Now we've covered skills earlier, but this is something you'll be able to see. Now to register, what you do is you go on to the right hand side panel. Just give me 1 second. Okay, let me just switch to full screen. Yeah. Now you go on to the right hand side panel and you fill up your details, right? And go to proceed to pay. And you can pay via UPI, debit card, credit card, net banking, or various wallets, whatever works for you, right? Now, we only have 12 spots, guys. Wasim, I didn't get your question. Everything that we told you comes in this bundle, if that helps. Now, what happens after you book? After you book, our team, our academic counselors will call you so that you can complete the rest of the process. They'll ask you, how do you want to pay the rest, right? So they'll say, you want to pay lump sum or you want financial assistance. If you say financial assistance, they'll put you through with our financing partners. Simple process, doesn't take very long. Now, once your balance payment is made and loan is disbursed, you'll receive a welcome call informing you about the next steps and how to use our portals, properly. Now, if you're not comfortable with how to use our systems, don't worry. There'll be a welcome session in the week, and we'll give you a demo in which you'll understand how to make the maximum use of our services. Until that process is complete, we have some pre-onboarding sessions. Okay, I have something very interesting to answer. How many of you have the need to start earning immediately? You like what I've shared, but you can't wait to learn these skills and then start earning. Your need to start earning is as of yesterday. Yes? Yeah. Now, as see, we can't make, we can't come and, sponsor the course for you, but here's what you could do. You arrange 3,000 rupees. What we can help you with is something called low skill, no skill work. Okay. So there is work which is transcription, transcribing, subtitling, proofreading, this kind of work. This is work that you can get started with now. Okay, that you don't need professional level skill sets to do this. If you can spend 3 to 5 hours every day to do this work, our team shares opportunities of low skill, no skill work, right? What this will do is this will comfortably give you 10 to 15,000 rupees a month so that you don't have to worry about how will you pay your next EMI. For example, you work for 3 4 hours a day, right? And you start with 15,000 rupees a month. Now 15,000 rupees will take care of your EMI for the next 5 months. Yes, that's how our team can help. Okay. Now, this may not be for all of you, but just for some of you who may need that support. Okay. Now, don't worry if the additional complimentary bonus course is not mentioned in your confirmation email. There are complimentary courses, and our team will discuss them with you during your onboarding, and they'll put you in the right batch. Okay. Now, here are examples of our learners who our team assisted in starting to earn and pay their EMIs. This low skill, no skill work that I was talking to you about, this is Prabir. Okay. He currently resides in Orissa and he started his freelancing journey, completed freelance project related to content writing on more than $700. This is Vishali. She's from Pune. And our team helped us with completing freelance projects that were video subtitling, transcription, proofreading work, data plus annotation, voice recording. And she's earned more than $690. This is Angshuman. He's someone from Delhi, started with freelancing projects like subtitling, proofreading, translation, on more than $600. Now, classes start from the 10th of August. We're here right now in the boot camp. Your pre-onboarding, onboarding sessions begin from the 1st of August, go all the way through till the 10th of August. And you have your first concept session, which is on the 17th of August, right? Now, 1 second. Okay, perfect, Santosh. We can help you then. Now, see, the beauty of this is that you don't need to do all the courses at once, right? You can do them one after another. So you may say, I'm very busy right now. I can't do I can't get myself into such a cycle right now. No problem. You can start in a later batch, but take the scholarship now because this will not be available later. Okay. Now, all these courses are available for the next 5 years. So there is no rush. You can pause and play your learning. Okay. Everything is planned and streamlined for you. Just spend 1 to 2 hours a day doing the things we ask you to do, and that's enough. By the way, someone was saying, "Hey, how do I trust you? This looks too good to be true." One of you was saying, right? All our courses have recognition from National Skill Development Corporation and Skill India. How many of you know what NSDC is? NSDC set up by the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. And Skill India is an initiative launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, right? This is what your if you have 5 courses in your bundle, you'll actually get a certificate for all 5 courses individually, certified by NSDC and Skill India and Skill Arbitrage. Okay. There is absolutely no other place where you get a government certified international course with AI in support and operations. Now, if you have to take this up later, you will have to pay the full price. By the way, this is absolutely risk free for you. Some of you were asking about refund. Let me tell you that. Now, we have a 45-day classes and do all the assignments for 30 days, and you don't get value. We'll give you 100% of your money back. No questions asked, provided you ask between 30th and 45th day. But if you don't attend classes and don't do the assignments for 30 days, no refund for you. Okay? We've tried to be as fair as we can. Now, this is your opportunity. If you want to back the scholarship of almost 81%, this is the last time this is available. And I'm told that seats are flying. It's an amazing opportunity. You can just recover the cost that you're paying to us by performing 3-4 assignments. So don't postpone this. Operations and support professionals really don't have time. You don't need to wait to complete the course to start earning, right? Now, if you work in a dedicated manner for 3 to 6 months, you'll definitely start earning $1,000 by the end of 6 months for sure. Right? Now, you may have a question. You guys are online. How do I trust you? See if NSDC can trust and recognize us. I'm sure people around you and you will understand and can trust us too. And I'm going to show you our NSDC recognition link. So if you go to NSDC's website and look up their partners, if you go to the bottom left, you will see Addictive Learning Technology Limited. We're a listed company now, and we have 3 brands: Lawseco, Skill Arbitrage, and Data is Good. Okay. Okay, cool. Perfect. Now let's see what we have to do. I have to teach you one more skill. I have to make you meet 2 more people. Just give me a moment. 1 second. And meanwhile, if you have questions, I need you to ask questions right now with regards to the offer. What's stopping you? What's in the way right now? Everyone, I need to know, what are your questions? What's stopping you? The entire course duration. See, Franklin, you will have, these are 6 month courses. So one course is 6 months. You have approximately 5 courses. You don't need to do all of them together. You can do them, one after the other. And that's why they're available for 5 years. Kazim, this is a scholarship of 81%. See, the whole bundle actually costs 2,54,000 rupees, right? And right now you're getting it just for 46,000 rupees. So that's the scholarship. No, Prima, nothing specific, just a computer or a laptop is cool. Okay. So the on Leela, what do you want to know exactly about the pre-onboarding? So pre-onboarding and onboarding sessions actually set you up in what to expect in our courses. And also we have a dedicated customized uh, LMS which we help our students work around. So this is a system where you will have all your classes, recordings, assignments. This is a system where you'll be able to book your one-on-one call. So just getting you accustomed to using our systems, and also sharing opportunities with you for low skill, no skill work. That's what's majorly covered in the pre-onboarding and onboarding sessions. Yes. Uh, Prashant, what's your background? What do you do? Sure, Sheikh, of course. Okay, cool. Yes, Neha, you get all of them. Pradeep, well, you've been here last 3 days. I want you to make that call for yourself. See, there are times when so I want to talk to you about, there are some people who don't like us at all, right? Let me just talk to you about that. Give me a second, everybody. Give me 1 second. Some of you are saying, hey, but you know what? There are some people uh, who are saying not so good things about you. Let me just tell you something. There are some people who hate us. You know why? Let me tell you. And let me be very open about this. I'll tell you why. See, many employers are losing their high performing employees, right? Interns and freelancers who they were paying peanuts. People are quitting toxic bosses at organizations. Others are jealous that people living in smaller cities or women who had to give up their careers to raise a family are now working from home and earning so well, even though they had been working for years and got degrees from prestigious universities. There are also some bitter students who don't attend classes and do the assignments and then blame us for their failure. Now, there are all kinds of, things. I want you to make a call for yourself based on your own experience, right? And hang in now. Let me make you meet some people. Okay, cool. Let's see. Uh, let's do one thing. Let's teach you a skill, and then we will come and talk to uh, Harsha. Okay. So, Rudresh and Garima, who's teaching?
Garima will take up the training module.
Got it. Perfect. So I want to talk to you about how do you build a training module as an operations and support person that can help your employees really hit the ground running in 3 days. And Garima is about to show you some magic there. Okay. Can I request for your focus? And also, those of you who have questions, keep asking in chat. We'll try our best to answer them. Right? Okay. Cool. Over to you, Garima.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. All right. So, how many of you were present yesterday? May I ask? Could you raise your hands? All right. So, do you remember me showing you a sentiment analysis that we did?
Garima, you'll need to give them background. There are a lot of people who are here for the first time. Okay.
Okay. So, everybody, I'll give you a recap.
Yeah.
We did a sentiment analysis. If you see, I have around 40 customer support tickets right here collected in a document. Now, what I wanted to do was to make the process of auditing all these tickets and gauging what is the sentiment that is being worked upon in all the customers, and giving all this in a form of a dashboard to the leadership to take decisions accordingly, right? Say for example, why are most of the people frustrated, and the happy people, why are they happy? What is it that we want to upsell to the happy customers, and what is it that we need to ameliorate for the people who are upset, right? So basically that was all about sentiment analysis, and I also shared with you the prompts that I used. Now on the basis of that, I also did a predictive analysis on the basis of what is the current sentiment and what are the major reasons of why happy customers are happy and upset customers are offended, and what are the exact issues that are being raised by them. On the basis of that, I predictive what could be the future churn rate, what could be the future issues that could arise and that could lead us to some costs in form of refunds or returns, anything like that, right? Now, what I did was I collected all of it and I asked Claude.ai to present it in a form of a dashboard. Are we together on this so far? Yes?
We
The
need
one?
strategy, guys. Get it up. सो गए क्या? अभी तो 9 ही बजे हैं.
All right, perfect. Yes, all the prompts will be. This is, yes, Claude, Claude.ai. If you Google it, Claude, this is the spelling, Claude AI, right? This one, if you see. Now, today what I want to do is I want to audit my team. So, all the support professionals, operations professional people who are working with us day and night, I want to make sure that their hard work is going in the right direction. Do you also think that that is a good idea? Because unless we know what is the loophole, what is the lacuna, what is it that we need to work upon, and what we know is working for our company, we should know exactly what they should be trained on and what they should not be trained on. Are you with me, everybody? Yes, please. So, on the basis of all this analysis that we did, what I did was I collated this entire information within a document. I pasted it and I would now download it in front of you as a PDF. Now, all these tickets also I'll download once again, just so that Claude does not forget anything. I would put it again in my chat box because AI is just an assistant. It needs to be instructed very well in detail every time. Now, what I would do is I would ask Claude, to create an audit for my team. First, it needs to audit what has been happening, who are the agents that are working well, who are the agents that are not working well. I'll take you through the entire prompt because I am I give a lot of attention to detail when it comes to prompting. Now, in the meantime, it is working, it is thinking, it is analyzing, it is applying its own mind. So I'll take you through the prompt that I gave. I'm te- I'm telling Claude that you're a support operations auditor and trainer, first of all. Okay. Now, sentiment analysis, I have attached. Support tickets, I have attached. Now, I've attached PDF containing historical support tickets. Now, what you need to do is phase one, you need to do an agent performance audit, right? So, I am basically, if you're accustomed to the learning and development team or you've worked with L&D, what they do is they do a training need analysis. That TNI is nothing but auditing what is required to be taught to your team and what is not. What is working, what is not. What are the learning gaps to a team, right? So that is exactly what Claude is doing for me. It is pulling agent level summaries, total tickets handled, who was the top performer, what was the reason of the top performance, what was the reason of the low performers. And then on the basis of that, it will create me a training plan for 3 days, the focus areas, the learning goals, methods, and materials, plus assessment. So I've asked Claude to do all the hard work for me, all the heavy lifting for me. The only hard work I did was creating a prompt. And that also I created using AI, of course. But here is where the human computer interaction is required. You need to supervise what your AI is doing. So, what I ask it to do is audit findings, product mastery. You have to compile both of this and review audit themes. Then also take in SLA expectations. Also take up product demos and feature workthroughs. Then also look at how the communication has been. Because if you see, the support tickets that I have the responses from the agents also. So it actually reads the sentiment not only of your customer, but also how empathetic, how understanding, and how uh, promising the person sounded to the customer. If a support agent is not empathetic enough, that means we have halfway lost the customer. Do you agree with me? Empathy, requirement of empathy, everybody. Yeah? All right, perfect. Now you see, it has done all the heavy lifting. At the end of my prompt, by the way, I'll share this entire prompt because it's pretty long and detailed. I asked Claude that all of it should be shown in a visually aesthetic HTML or CSS look because I wanted to look as organized as possible. Now, this is the output that we've got. I'll take you through slowly here.
I just
Support up.
want to add on. Sorry to interrupt, Garima. So, did you feel that writing a prompt is not just like कि आपने कुछ भी जाके AI को बोल दिया and it will give you a good result? No, it won't. You have to actually know your business, your support team, and how it is functioning. And those are the prompts and the spaces you have to identify and tell. You see, the detail of the prompt is from your experience. How have you analyzed the support system? How well have you, cross checked it? Now, like Garima said, he will do the AI will do the hard work for you, going through the multiple levels of reviews and everything. But at first you need to have that kind of understanding of your system, and then can you give this input to AI. So don't fear that somebody very young to you will come up and use AI and be better than you. If you know AI, you will just blow him off with your skills. That is why it is very important to learn AI. It's a boon and bane at the same time. If used correctly, you are like unmatchable in the market.
Absolutely. So, unless and until you have the experience of working cross team with the learning and development, as I mentioned, you won't know what exactly is required in a whole system wherein multiple people are working together. So, that is your experience that you can leverage. And for the work that can be delegated to an assistant, you have a free assistant right here, and that is your AI. You don't have to hire people and hire people for doing tasks like arranging data that you already have. So you have an assistant that is taking up your instructions, but the strategy is yours. I'll walk you through slowly this comprehensive performance analysis and skill development plan that it has created for me. The first part is performance audit, 3-day training plan, assessment and quizzes, and day 4 readiness. Because on that fourth day, I want people to hit the floor and start working. Phase 1 agent performance, 32 tickets were analyzed. You see how organized it is. Active support agents, average team CSAT were 4.6, average resolutions 1.5 per day. Now, Rehan was the top performer. Samir, Anjali, and Farha, we need to work on. Individual agent analysis, key strengths were identified, areas of improvement were identified, top 5 cross agent training needs, prioritized by business impact. Now here is where your strategy works. What is the business model that you're working with? What is the vision and mission of your business? Accordingly, you would prompt Claude, and then the AI would actually create a training need analysis for you. Now, efficiency and time management is something that edtech is highly needful of. Portal and technical product, because as Mansi mentioned, we use a very highly cutting edge LMS. So that is very important. Unless and until our students are able to learn and use the LMS without any hassle, it's very important that they can use. And you see 23% of tickets involved basic portal navigation issues. Students were not able to navigate the LMS. Medium priority, proactive communication and escalation management. So this needs to be taught to the support. And then automation tools and template optimization needs to be taught. And Finally, advanced customer psychology and sentiment analysis needs to be taught. So, do you like it? I find the training plan missing here. By the way, it must have. I created another one for you just in case this doesn't
So
work
that's
because
that's where you have to audit, right? You can't just download it and share it. That's where human come in. You have to audit it and check out if it has given the right output or not.
yeah. So before I had this demo, I was actually checking whether the prompt works well or not. So once I nudge it and I tell Claude that, you know what, dude, you forgot the second phase of my prompt. So it'll do, you forgot the second phase of my prompt. Simple. Now it'll take 10 more minutes and then do all the coding and all that. So I don't want you to waste your time waiting. In the meantime, I can show you what I have already prepared before the demo while I was practicing for this demo. So, day one is audit findings. You see, learning goals are here, methods, materials, assessment, and sample quiz also is here. There are 2, 3 questions that it has given me. Now, I can, of course, ask it to create more questions like that. Day two plan is here, then day three plan is here, hands on simulation and feedback loops. And finally, day four, it has also given me a checklist so that before they hit the floor, before my team goes to the floor and starts working, it has a checklist that it is ready with right before they start working. Yeah. So you see, it is still working on the, what do you call, coding. It'll take 5 more minutes, and I'm sure it is going to create exactly the same output or even better. Yeah.
So have
Thank
you
you.
ever thought of having such a detailed plan where you have a quiz also to identify that whatever you are teaching or going through, it can be tested out and you know exactly what is the standing of the person who has taken this training. Have you ever thought of this, that it would be so easy to create that? Are you guys there?
And and once you do, how it can just elevate the quality of processes at maybe your current organization, or a startup, or someone who's just launched a product and is really hiring people. What would it do to their processes? What do you think? Is this very difficult to do, or is this easy? What do you say?
Cleo says they have never imagined that this can be done. So you just think you can't imagine this, and we are teaching you live in the bootcamp right now. And like, she completed this in 15 minutes live with you. Look, like, imagine the productivity you will have once you have gone through the complete training, right? So I'm not sure if we have the seats still left. If Cleo, you have never imagined this, just imagine now what is the level of training you will get in a course if you enroll with us today.
Okay, super. Wonderful. Garima, anything else you want to show?
No, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for coming and showing us some magic.
I'm glad.
Okay, great. Perfect. Okay, now, do you want to meet someone who's been on this journey? Can we make you talk to someone? Yes. Okay, so let's meet Harsha and Rudresh. After that, can we do customer satisfaction metrics?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do that.
Okay,
We'll do
perfect.
customer satisfaction also, and we'll also look at the directories as well. I'm
Okay,
all excited to deliver those skills to you guys.
lovely. Okay, great. Hey, Harsha.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm also good, ma'am.
Harsha, where are you logging in from?
From Pune.
Lovely. Can you give us a brief background of your professional experience?
Mm, Professionally, I'm a marketing person. Experience of 6+ years. Later that, I took a break, maternity break, and after that, shifted from Mumbai to Pune.
Hmm.
And I was not expecting that, but I was not getting any jobs here. I was quite
Yeah.
frustrated, but in the meantime, I think while researching, I got this boot camp link, and I thought to give it a try. And I joined this boot camp, and it turned my life actually. I learned a lot in this through skill arbitrage, and they
Hmm.
helped me to boost my confidence. And later on, then I got the job. Right
Perfect.
now,
So do
I
you,
got
yeah, talk to us about how did you get your client? What do you do for them?
actually for clients. I have to do virtual assistance work where I use AI tools to minimize my efforts, and
Yeah.
I get results very easily.
Yeah.
I use Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word, which I like very much, and
Yeah.
efficiently I can handle.
Right. So how many hours do you work?
For full time, it's 8 hours. Before that, for freelancing, I used to work for 3 to 4 hours a day.
Got it. And where is your client from?
Those are from US, UK, Netherlands.
Got it.
So they are from different countries.
Got it. And if I asked you, what are three ways in which, our team helped you? What would you say?
Uh, Basically, first of all, I was not confident enough that I'll get any job, or should I start it or not.
Hmm.
IT was not my field. My field was totally different.
Yeah.
So I was like, I won't get any job in the Pune. I was
Hmm.
quite frustrated, but the mentor I got, those were very nice. They helped me, they guided me very much. In the night also, whenever I had any doubt, they
Hmm.
were ready to, help me. At any time, they were ready. And
Got
they supported me very well. They taught me very well.
hmm. Got it.
Yeah.
And this client that you have now, how did you get them? Like, did you approach them? They approached you? What happened?
First of all, I had to make some efforts on Fiverr,
Yes.
but once I got my first client. After that, it was very easy. Clients were approaching me. I was so busy that I had to reject some of the clients.
Okay, so just hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Everyone, I want you to listen to this. So, I was talking to you about job seeker and consultant mindset. Yes. So, when you're looking out for a job, you're always going after clients and saying, "Hey, please, Dido, I know how to do this. Give me a job." But when you shift that mindset and you do some work on your outreach and you build track record, obviously after building skills, then this is what you deal with. You actually pick and choose who to work with. You heard this from Bhavna who came in yesterday. You're hearing this from Harsha again, that she's having to say no to people, maybe because she has a challenge of time, or maybe because doesn't want to work with that client. So that's a very good problem to have, right? I will decide which client I have to work with. How many of you want that in your life? Okay, yes, Harsha, carry on.
Yeah. Later on, it was quite easy. I got full-time opportunities also with
Yes.
some of remote clients also. Right now, also I got one offer from US. They are ready to hire me right now. I have
Wow.
not given any interview yet. They are
Yes.
like scheduling that, and I'm working with one of the firm in Pune right now. Full time job is going on.
Okay, so you have a
So,
full-time job. You have a full-time job
yeah,
and you do this on the side. And
yes,
and meanwhile, you have a full-time job offer from a US company which is fully remote.
correct.
Got it. So I want to ask you, how much time do you spend and how much money are you able to make? Because you already have a full-time job, so you're not able to spend time of a full-time, thing right now. But how much time do you spend and how much are you able to earn on the side?
It depends on the project. It's not like in a week time I always work. Sometimes I work on the projects only, short
Right.
term projects, so that I'll give time to my family also. So
Yeah.
in the month time, easily one can earn 35 to 40,000 a
Got it.
month. They can, yeah.
On the side.
Yes, on the side.
Got it. And if you were to take on this full-time opportunity that you're getting, what's that putting on the
That,
table?
that is up to their limit. Sky is the limit. They can earn much.
Like the offer that you have gotten, have they spoken
Mhm.
about money?
Not yet. It's
Not
like
yet.
for marketing director position.
What?
Yes.
Marketing director position. So when are you leaving your current job?
Sorry.
When are you leaving your current job?
Let's see. Let's hope for the best.
Everyone, I just want you to know, but I want to compliment you on something, Harsha. You know, when women try and get back, specifically after a maternity break, they find it very difficult, to get back even to the same level that they were earlier at. If their break
Correct.
has been uh, a little longer than 6 months or a year. um and women always have this thing called, hey, I don't know if I will ever be able to catch up, right? There's a lot of self doubt that comes in. And obviously you have so many other responsibilities as a mother. It takes a long time for someone to get a promotion and get a role that is as big as a marketing director. So I'm so proud and thrilled for you that you would have put in the work for a US company to offer you a marketing director position. That's just great. That's just so good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Actually, still, I can, I was able to achieve this because skill arbitrage gave me those, confidence that yes, I can do it. And it's like I was struggling with myself only. Everyone has this small little skills, but we ignore those skills,
Yeah.
but those are very important skills in the US market, in UK market. Those are very important. We
Yeah.
always think in the India, like Excel is a like very small thing, data entry is the small thing, virtual assistance is the small thing, but
Yeah.
those are highly required skills in those markets. So
Yeah.
no one can stop you to get those jobs. Once you get to your first client, then it's pretty easy to get the regular work.
That's lovely. How has your family been reacting?
They are doing great.
Are they
They are
happy
very
seeing
happy.
you grow?
Yes, yes, yes.
Got it. Perfect. That's amazing. What would you say, Harsha, to, there are people who are still thinking, there are people who are in a crisis. There are times when people are going through tough situations, right? And they say, Patani,
Correct.
should we take the leap of faith? What would you say to someone like that?
See, you cannot swim unless until get into the water. So don't be scared of the water. You should get it and give it a try. I think you should give it a try. It's not about money. It's about your efforts. You have to put in your efforts, and you'll get the success for sure.
Love, lovely. That's amazing, Harsha. So well said. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us. I know you waited also for a while. And you I know this is past dinner time and you came and waited. I really appreciate it. More power to you. And we're just very thrilled for what you're creating, very proud of you. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Everyone, how was that interaction? I'm so inspired. Are you inspired as well? You want that kind of a future for yourself. For someone who was doubting themselves, had lost their confidence, was thinking, will I even get a job? Is getting offered marketing director, is saying no to clients because she's choosing who do I work with. It's just incredible. I want that all of you have this future for yourself as well. So I don't know if you've begun your learning journey, if you've taken action on the offer. If you haven't, this opportunity will not be there tomorrow. After we close this session, it will not be there. So make sure you take it. Okay. Okay. Now I want to make you meet one more person, but we want to show you a very exciting skill. Let me just ask Sohan.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
Oh, lovely. Sohan, is it okay if we can show a skill and come back to you? I know you've been here for a while.
Yeah, I am.
Sure?
Sure.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Okay, Rudresh.
Yeah, Mansi. I am right here and I'm just figuring out where do we get started with.
Yes.
Uh, Give me a moment.
Sure.
You
So
have
what we're going to do right now is help you work on how to set up customer satisfaction metrics. By the way, I want to ask while Rudresh is setting up, I want to ask you how many of you know how customer satisfaction metrics work and what kind of metrics do you use currently? Can you quickly tell us in chat? Will give us a sense of the kind of work that you do and will help us set up context. Okay, NPS 1 to 10, Lavanya, got it. What else? We have like 240 people on the call. Are you saying nobody uses customer satisfaction metrics? I know everyone. I know maybe you're having dinner and doing this, but what we're about to show you will blow your mind. And for how many of you, this is a bouncer? You would like, what customer satisfaction metrics? What are you talking about? If it's that, just say bouncer in chat. No problem.
Lavanya says NPS and Manish says CSAT. For sure, that's the industry standard right now. But is it the true metric? Do you really think these are something that giving you the right numbers? A lot of operations experts will claim to be experts at measuring NPS and CSATs, and improving it also. Most of the senior people in the support and ops role will come up and say, I will improve your NPS, I will improve your CSAT. Right now, if you don't know what is NPS and CSAT, for people who haven't responded, I will just share the link with you, which explains it in entirety, what exactly it means. Right? Check in the chat. I have shared the link with you. Now, they will make your company buy an expensive survey tool. Whoever you hire in an operations role, he will say, बॉस आपका एनपीएस अच्छा हो जाए सीसैट अच्छा हो जाए आपकी कंपनी की ग्रोथ ही ग्रोथ है एंड इन फैक्ट इन्वेस्टर को तो आप ये दिखा दो नंबर you will feel like oh the best thing is happening and they will pour in money. Very true. This was true for those companies who wanted to create a hoax that yes we are doing really good. And now this person might be from an operations excellence because this is what has been pitched over time always, that csat karo nps karo bus, right? For some time the support team and ops manager is appreciated and gets lot because number तो बढ़ रहा है, नंबर तो improve हो रहा है, 97% 98% पहुंच रहा है. But eventually जब कोई CEO or the business owners will come in and check the high scores and check the output that they are producing out of that does not match. So what are they doing? They're gaming the numbers. When you will go down and investigate, you will realize that the system is broken. They are measuring something else and they are saying, oh my God, this is going so well, right? And in the market, whatever the tools are available right now, you go out, there are a number of tools. I should not name them, but you will go out. Are they custom to your brand or your company that you're working in? Your customer journey may be way different than what is being done in some X company, right? Now, when there is no custom tool, there is exactly a gap because it is not measuring what your company is doing. It is measuring based on what X company was doing and this tool was made, right? Now, a human is needed to implement this and customize these measures for every business. You must alert potential employers about the pitfalls and flaws of using default principles and survey tools. Now I am telling you that आपको इस मिथ से या इस वर्ल्ड जो आपको बताया गया है कि सी सैट एंड एनपीएस इज द ओनली थिंग यू हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ इट and you have to tell the business owners and the management that you know going by the default principle will not solve your problem. You need to devise a custom metric for your operational and support excellence. नहीं तो नहीं होगा. And in fact, we faced it many times and have a very similar experience of using these tools and then saying, oh my God, we are doing really great. And then we figured out, but our customer is not having success. How is the number showing that we are doing so great? Right? Something what I explained in Vati also, because there was not proper feedback, there was not a feedback loop, it was not accustomed to my requirement. I could not use any other tool but make my own chatbot, right? In the similar way, it happens here also. Now, we used to think these insights to build a bootstrap edtech business with 600 plus team members who are entirely remote. We are 600 members entirely working remotely, and we have 15,000 learners. And we are scaling 2x every year from past 6 years without compromising on learner results. Only because we are able to detect and plug the challenges that surface. We are customizing our support and operation challenges, and we are not going by the standard principles or set principles. So let me share you some insights. A few months back, we saw 93% of CSAT for our customer support team. Oh my God, this is so amazing. My company is doing the best because 93% of CSAT is like customer is fully satisfied. Maybe one or two tickets, that's it. It should have been a cause of delight. But we noticed there is only two. Now, if such a small sample size will give
Recording in
Extremely
progress.
dissatisfied customer will give low ratings. Over time, team members hack CSAT as they know the criteria. Now, team members know the criteria. Now they will only pursue those people who are good with them and they have serviced them well. Then they will say, "Sir, अच्छी rating दे देना." है ना? And dissatisfied customers अगर constantly गंदा rating देंगे, your CSAT will dip. So something you need to crack, right? So how do you deal with this? This is a standard problem all across the industry. So paid softwares we already discussed did not address this. Even people with decades of experience in customer excellence fail to notice what is below the carpet, right? Because they are not diving deep. They are working from the same set principles. Most startup founders and business owners have no way to look beyond this. बिकॉज उनको पता ही नहीं है कि एग्जैक्टली प्रॉब्लम आ कहाँ रहा है. वो तो नंबर देख के कह रहे हैं यार सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है, 97% सी सेट है. How the hell is my company not growing, and how the hell is my customer saying I don't get success, right? So they suffer and pay for it. What else can they do when there is nothing in the market? कोई custom tool तो है नहीं. Now, there could be other problems too. For example, we noticed a free first response rate of 90 minutes, leading to a subpar mechanical response that could be automated by the system, right? So, how did we exactly solve it? And how exactly will you solve it? Do you have some idea? Give me some ideas. I gave you the problem statement. There is no custom software available. People are not diving into it, working from the default principles. CSATs are not being filled by people. How should we improve this? How should we solve it? ROE, I'm already doing surveys and they are not responding to it. That is the thing now. We are stuck with that only one part of it, that we'll do a survey and we'll get the responses. We are not getting the responses. How do we solve it? Come on, guys. 200 people and there are only two responses. What is this happening? Okay, now I'm getting some responses. Reminders for CSATs. Okay, that can be one, but how much will it bump up? From 21% of response rate, it may come to maybe 31. Still less than 50%. Come on, guys, I need more answers. I know it's late and some of you are about to, get into beds, but right now is like we are solving the biggest problem in the industry and we need to focus here and give answers. Incentive for CSATs. This is a very, very interesting take, Manish. Motivate to fill the response. How will you motivate, Ravi? Will the teacher go out and motivate? Incentivize customers for response, Siddharth Mandal. Then again, you are gaming the system. If you incentivize, they will feel good only. Because then again, you will feel ki, yaar, oh my God, my CSAT is 100% because you are incentivizing for the wrong thing, right? So let's see what we did. We set a target response rate of at least 50% for the support team, without which we wouldn't consider CSAT rating as truly representative or real situation, right? First metric, that the response rate needs to be 50%. And Manish, you are right. We will have to give multiple reminders, maybe through emails, WhatsApp, and then probably finally calls as well. We added a layer of WhatsApp communication. What is it doing? Manish ji, this is the reminder that we are doing, right? Because class में नहीं भरा, कहीं form भरते हुए नहीं भरा, we will send him a personalized message. Come on, boss, fill out my CSAT. Then the survey form was administered by someone outside the customer support team so that the conclusion are not biased. Like I said, the customer support and ops teams want to game it because they already know the system, how system works. So we need to make the matrices need to be made from a person who is outside from the system and who is not incentivized कि अच्छा यार मेरे टीम के फेवर में आ जाए. एक्चुअली में ये देखना है कि कस्टमर सक्सेस हो रहा है कि नहीं. दैट इज वाई somebody from the outside the system needs to administer this. Those who are aware of CSATs may know that CSAT must be measured for every interaction, right? And those who don't, I have already shared a document, go through it and read it out. Till then, hear me out what we are discussing right here, right? Because you can get a lot of clients for this. Our next initiative was to implement it for classes. We had a CSAT form for classes, and we also used to conduct manual audits until a year back. But then this looked unviable as the number of classes exploded as we scaled. Like I said, we are scaling at 2x every year. So, and we have 15,000 students right now. So next year we'll have way more than that. Can we actually cater to so many people and have manual, people tracking this? No, right? It's not scalable. Now, this is a standard problem with fast growing edtech startups. We couldn't rely on feedback. We would find 5 out of 5 rating from a class. But some learners would often shoot off a angry email pointing to gaps in the class. वैसे वो 5 on 5 दे रहे हैं. But when they are frustrated, they are sending out an angry email pointing out gaps in the class. Now, at first, we were also relying on CSATs like the industry is relying. But when we saw this repeat, our experts watched the recording. We had auditors to audit the recordings and we watched them. They realized that some of the classes raised 5 on 5 were not up to the mark. Most faculty were getting 4 plus out of 5, but the ratings were given by very few students. Again, the same problem that 50% mark was not getting hit. It was clear that CSAT was not telling us the truth. Very few learners were filling it anyway. In fact, it was very likely that where the class was not up to the mark, the faculty may not even insist upon filling the feedback form. Right? That's what I said. When a support team knows the system, they will game the system according to their performance metric. Right? अब जब क्लास गंदा हुआ, they will not tell कि CSAT भरो, or probably they will not share the CSAT form only because they know the rating would be bad, right? So again, you will never know about that. So we only had positive feedbacks because there was no set process to it. So here's what we did. We created an independent scorecard. The score is calculated based on a composite formula. I'll tell you what's the formula. There are three relevant factors: number of students who attended, how many gave the rating, and rating that was obtained. This is the second part. Now, if any of these variables particularly low, we inferred that the class was not up to the mark and gave negative points. Now, particularly low, kitna low, I'll tell you, and you will be shocked. For example, at least 75% of people who attended the class must attend the CSAT. This was metric 1. Metric 2, if less people filled the form, we assumed that the class was not up to the mark. Either students left the class or faculty did not insist. So negative score added to the faculty member. This is adding to the faculty member ka scorecard, right? Then third is also if the average rating was even little below than 4, the class needs to be repeated and it is subpar. Not good for very good as per standard of CSAT jargon. That's what I said. Isn't it shocking to know that we are setting the bar at 4 out of 5? अगर 4 से नीचे है क्लास खराब है. We have to keep it that way. I'll tell you why. And you have to understand this. You also need to identify the requirements of the business and make this metrics like this. Not everybody can have the same jacket, right? I can't, if I just imagine you are going for a rafting in Rishikesh and there they give you the same jacket that they gave to a 4-year-old kid. I'm just not 4-year-old kid, but like 12-year-old kid, right? And they gave the same jacket to you. Will it fit you? Will it save you? No, it won't, right? Will it save you if you are wearing a life jacket of a 12-year-old in a river Ganga? Tell me, guys, will it save you? Not the not save the business build it. students are polite and hesitate to give low scores on forms. वो कहते हैं यार टीचर भी नौकरी कर रहा है क्यों खराब करें उसका. So we maximum 21 needs. We explain the principle and it needs to there is a process. The